And we're live.
No, we're
Wait.
not.
Yes, we are.
Okay. This is all an illusion.
You're right.
You're an illusion.
The
Wait.
world is on fire, and it is hilarious.
Sammy, you need to get in your office. Or decorate it.
Yes.
I've been being pulled in 4 different directions today. I haven't had time for any of it.
Oh, I'm bidding on a piece of art.
I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say.
I can't wait for my art piece to be done.
From who?
Oh, that Gersnarly guy.
Oh, that guy
That's
that
gnarly.
for $40 headshots?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting one done too.
He's even cool about adding the slim sunshades onto the pic. So I was like, cool.
I told him, I said, I want my eyes to be glowy and have like the little cold smoke coming off the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, I've done glowy stuff. I can do that. I said, fuck yeah.
They said I was actually very easy to take care of.
Oh,
Let me just commission Art of Gray with shutter shades.
Oh, God,
this is the art. This is the art piece I'm bidding on.
Ooh, there you go.
I'll put me in there and have Roxy's butt on the back.
Yeah, I'm comfy.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Yay.
No.
Yay. We're on here.
Golly!
Why is my avatar
It's been a long day.
I know.
You're naked.
It's you.
You would know.
Well, that's because you announced it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh,
Oh, Bobby.
Well, you are now.
Sell propane and propane accessories. I don't sell
I'm
propane, okay?
I'm
Good.
here.
Propane can be abused.
Oh
And
my God.
don't sniff propane.
Good.
Oh my lord.
Make sure you don't
Hi, Roxy.
sniff the
Ah!
exhaust of your mom and dad's vehicle, okay? 'Cause that counts as an inhalant. And if I catch any of you doing inhalants, okay, I'll kick your ass.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I had to go get comfy. So, what do you got?
You're on the couch, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Hello, big dragon. That's
I
in
am
the
actually
doorway.
lagging. Holy crap.
That's Arabian.
Hi, Arabian. Sorry, I got to scooch by you.
Are we on Facebook now?
Yes, we're on Facebook. We've been on Facebook.
Oh, okay. And my freaking... What the hell are we doing here?
Holy shit, there are a lot of people in here.
Yeah, that's why we expanded.
Oh,
The main reason.
What?
Sammy, I'll finish decorating your office later on tonight after the show because I'm gonna make it all spooktacular for Halloween. Or I could do it right now. I could do some.
naked or clothes just haven't rezzed in yet.
Close out and rezzed in yet.
Really, LibreOffice, do you need to open everything again? Fuck you. Anyways.
Oh my
I
god,
want-
Gray, your muzzle hasn't loaded in. You're just a dude with a face.
Ooh.
I'm the dude with that face.
And you look high as fuck. And
Duh.
now the top of your muzzle's loaded in, but not the bottom.
Yeah, look like a dorkfish.
And now there's your tongue.
I'm a dork fish.
Now your teeth are there, but still nothing else.
She
Oh,
caught me with a corn dog.
Look at those pearly whites. I don't think
I
your
was
teeth
zoomed
are
down
supposed
there.
to do
I
that.
see this corn dog. I was like,
Hey, there's a corn dog down here.
corn dog. Hey, corn dog. Oh, here I am, your bucket.
Oh, God,
Oh my
it's bad.
god.
Yes.
The right side of your face is rezzed in, but the left is not.
I was in a bad accident. We don't talk about that. Like that's just.
Oh, I talk about it all the time.
Oh lords. Yeah.
You had a rear end pounding.
No, the bad accident was me and my mother fucking. What?
Oh, shame.
What? It made me. That was the accident.
You're
Oh.
weird.
Oh, that rate's up there with what,
I heard
what my old
something
saying
else
goes.
entirely.
I'll be honest with you, and you hear it here, folks. I will leave this world the same way I came in,
In your mother.
by accident.
Hey.
And yeah, my folks actually Mom told me that was just pretty much an accident. I was like, "Gee, thanks, Mom."
Yeah.
Fucking
And the funny part is, I turn out much better than my sister did.
Yeah, they didn't get the first one right. They had to make a second one.
Yeah, but they realized the second one was a total fuck job.
Ooh.
Hey!
Well, I mean, how else would they have been made? You gotta go through that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what are people thinking of our lovely new studio?
I don't know.
I'm noticing people are quite verbal in here too.
What's a good thing?
Yeah. Well, I'm not able to see the stream myself. Otherwise, I would bomb out on my end.
I put the song in just to annoy you, Gray.
I don't hear anything, so you're good.
That's good.
Oh, heads up, please, guys. I'm doing something different on the list.
Nice.
Or shall I say how I'm handling the list? I've noticed that anytime I add to the list before the show, it gets saturated. So I don't get very much reaction out of some people.
Oh.
Therefore, I actually write it down first, and outside on the show, then I post it online.
There you go.
Yes.
Is it just me, or is there a goddamn dragon in the studio?
What dragon?
There's a goddamn dragon in the studio.
Yeah, what? I don't know what kind of drugs you're on.
I don't know where LSD went, but did you see the fucking dragon in the kitchen?
I want to chase it. I'm gonna chase the dragon.
Really? No, let's not chase the dragon and say we didn't.
Leaping lizards.
What is the hell is loading?
It's cobwebs.
No, it's bright and cobwebs.
I don't see anything yet.
I'm trying to get a good angle to show most people in here.
Uh-oh. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
Shreks.
Crap. I don't know where they went. I think they moved again. Shh.
They went that way.
What do you mean that way?
You watch them.
I launched them, I think.
No, they're on the level 1 of the club.
How do
Right by the booth.
I gotta bring him down? How do I bring him down? I gotta bring it down. No.
Very careful.
Oh
Throw
my
your
god!
camera
Why
up.
did I let you build?
Oh, there they are. Yay.
Oh, she successfully gray screened her computer.
Nice. Hey, Gray, should I move the clock
used the
to the top?
Dragon
Hey, Gray, should I move the clock to the top of the producer window? I think I will.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, Sam, you can't see the clock either, so.
I know. I will move it up because it's blocking their pretty face. It's easy.
Careful, Arabian will get you.
I gathered the Dragon Balls to summon him.
Yes, Haven, we are all furries.
He is the mighty Shenron.
That is why we are on All Fur Radio.
Yes.
My wish using the Dragon Balls was to make it socially accepted for pineapple to go on pizza.
That's disgusting.
Wait, what? Oh, you mean the Hawaiian? How about this? We have pizza on.
Gray, this is why we love you.
Goddamn genius!
So watch your fucking mouth. It's the family show.
Fuck you!
Hey, no fucking the fucking studio. Hey.
This is my office.
Fuck you,
I
you
can
fucking
do the
fucker.
Alright,
first
calm
fucking
down,
once.
calm down.
Sorry. No. I'm sorry, Poppy.
God.
What'd you do to the doggo?
I accidentally kicked him with my boot. I was kicking off.
All the
Yipes!
I'm running 16 frames per second.
I'm running 12.2.
I'm running.
You know, it probably doesn't help that I have my quality set to ultra high.
That explains that.
Mine's at 18.2, 17.7, 17. Uh-oh, it's dropping.
That's because. Okay, he's not here. You're good.
It's plummeting. I'm doing 10.
I had it set to the highest quality it could go with all the settings to max.
Nice. I was at 10. I'm at 10.8. Thanks, people.
I'm trying to make sure that cobweb looks nice, so at least I have a cobweb in here. I'll do the rest tomorrow. How's it look?
Looks good.
We need a new chandelier in this here haunted house.
Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? Why does it keep moving?
Does you keep moving
All right.
it?
Is that good?
No, I'm fixing it.
Yes.
Sweat!
I fixed it.
Okay.
I set it to normal high quality,
All right. Pre-brief.
But everyone can hear us.
But is it pretty?
Because it's pretty.
Yeah.
Damn it. We need to do pre-brief before we actually go live on Facebook. Come on.
We're already on Facebook.
Well,
Sorry.
we've got 7 minutes.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
much time for
Okay, real quick. Show. Did everybody get the
Nope.
Did everybody get the schedule?
No.
Yes.
Where is-
Set.
Oh, it's right here.
Not that hard to find it, my love.
Can we mute the microphone on Facebook?
I can't.
Sweat.
It won't let me.
Okay, screw it. We're flying right with what we got.
You could type out the brief if you think we have enough time.
Really?
I think we got enough time.
I
Okay. Well, okay. Pretty much, I'm just going to say it real quick. Same as everything last week, except some modified topics. So, of course, we have our countdown segment. We have our jaw-jacking session. Svet has their
Yep.
stories. Gray, you've got your special stuff for the gray area.
Yep,
You said
special
you got a
stuff.
modified
Very special stuff.
special stuff. The gray area.
I got some stuff.
Hey, at least it's not the gray stuff because that stuff is, I will say, it is delicious.
Oh my.
We have my
Well, especially when you look at that screen there on SL.
And that's grapefruit technique.
bada bing bada boom. We have our media discussion, which is talking about the viewing from last week and what you guys are going to be getting into this week while I am gone. Also, I have some other things I'm going to be talking about during that time, and then stuff we're doing this
Oh,
week.
crap. Hold on.
Stuff we've got that we had go on this weekend. Also, kind of what we're going on, and also we've got our theme music tonight. That about cover it, Gray?
Yeah. Hold on.
That covers it. Yeah.
I
Told you, I can do it.
Totally messed this up.
What'd you do?
We're not going to have Allman Brothers. I'm going to have a different intro song because I timed it wrong.
There you go, Seth.
And
Roxy
Roxy
crashed.
No!
again.
But that's okay because
Boomer.
I've had the stream for about an hour and 13 now. So.
Fine, we're gonna try it with alchemy. Like I'm having to go back and forth between different viewers. It's pissing me off.
I'm running 40.
That's one thing that really bugs me is that you keep crashing out, and I don't know what's causing.
I'm wondering if I'm running too hot. That might be.
Well, I mean, you
30
already
seconds. Hold on. I'm doing math in my head.
finger guns.
Hey,
Oh, I need a shorter song than that. Crap.
broadcaster perks.
Retro? No.
Yep, there you are. Yay.
Little Bitty Pretty One? That's an old song.
Okay. Got that.
Let's see. How do I check? Oh, I need to check settings.
I
Let me
got the
check.
list here.
Well, too late.
Oh, I'm running ultra. That's why.
It's too late.
No, that explains that. What?
I said we're going to go with that song. It's already too...
That
No,
might. help
that'll
it.
be fine. I did it right. I think, just got to add something.
Everybody's still loading.
Where is... Why is that 44 seconds? What the hell?
That's a good question. I don't know.
18 seconds. That'll work.
All right. Screamers.
I'm not done decorating this place yet.
As it's killing
I
you.
know.
Is it bad that Cabo looks like a cum shot?
Shut up.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? You can just.
You're well. Yes, my child.
Shut up, you.
Why do you have to make stuff so complicated, my love?
Oh God, I'm lightheaded.
You are quite bright.
Oh no, I was referencing what was that movie we just saw?
You missed it.
I know.
The Shining.
No. Roxy, what movie did we see with the puppets?
Oh, Happy Time Murders.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. I want to watch that so bad.
So good. It's so good. It's so dumb, but it's so good.
A little
Bring
confused.
me
I have
the
no clue who
puppets.
Archer is, so I do apologize.
Oh,
The show Archer?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Interesting.
It's just slightly unrealistic Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, don't know that either.
Do you want ants?
Yes,
'Cause
I
it's
know
how
I'm
you get
making
ants.
people die on the inside. Sorry.
What is our?
If it's anything, it's on freaking Cartoon Network. I avoid that channel like the
Actually, it's not on
plague.
Cartoon Network. It's
It's not on
actually on
Roxy,
What?
you're making too many cum shots all over the wall.
Well, screw you then.
Stop it! I am going to return them all.
No.
Yes.
No. I worked hard to get these.
So, or did you work it hard?
I worked hard to get these up on the ceiling, you bitch.
Yeah, me too.
You can't aim that far.
I don't even watch FX. Holy hell.
You can't. Sorry, sweetie. You can't shoot that far.
I used to could. And you wore me out.
Then you could again.
Oh, we got a minute left. Oh, I don't even need to put that bump in there.
Oh, God, Storm.
Does it look good now? Does it look all pretty with the cobwebs? I'm not done yet.
Oh, it looks like a mess. Stop it.
Really?
Now you need to put a spider on you.
Actually, I have one out there. We're out hanging above Sammy's office. One with spiders.
What?
Spider comes,
I
spider
know.
comes, does whatever spider does.
With a giant spider, and I can put it on the ceiling.
It's funny. In the
Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go do that.
Roxy, hush. In the new movie, Spider-Man, Spidey Universe, they have a spider pig.
Oh, God.
I was like, really? Really? That was necessary? All right, we're on in 10 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Take that quickie last.
It's all right. We're going on. We're going live.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
All right. Good evening and welcome to another installment of the Two Vixens and a Wolf show. My name is Svetlana Snowpaw. Behind me is Roxy Noir Snowpaw. What was that? Anyway, out in the dark outpost there is Greg von Gottreich.
I swear she's a total witch. Hey, folks.
And in our brand new Rabbit Valley producer's office, we have Sammy Lockwood.
I am behind a glass screen. I am so lonely.
And that's where you'll stay.
Oh.
If anybody would look up, you're going to see something on the ceiling now.
Spider cum.
No, something
Oh.
else.
Oh my god.
Look up. Look up.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Well, anyway.
Who
Oh boy. I don't know what I'm doing with her, folks.
Who gave her all the sugar?
I didn't. I
Actually, this
promise.
is the first time I've had sugar today.
Ru-
What? Take that back.
Oh, no.
So
Take that back. This is
Anyway,
the second time today I've had
we
sugar.
are broadcasting from our brand new studio in Rabbit Valley. Although we've had a studio in Rabbit Valley for quite some time now, we upgraded
Mm-hmm.
because
You've been upgraded.
because we have so many people who join us here on Second Life, and it just got way too crowded. Especially since today we have a big dragon in the studio, and in our old studio that would just take up half the studio.
Quite literally.
How did
Between
you get
each
in?
other.
I don't know.
Very carefully.
Someone didn't bring the fly swatter. So, but if those
And
want
the
our
door crashed.
oh no,
There we go. No,
But-
we're good. We're good. We're good.
But anyways, wow, we have a lot of people join in our studio today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people seven other than us. But that's why we made the studio bigger.
Yeah.
Those on the Facebook stream are able to see it. those who are not, they can visualize it.
Yes.
We has
Quite a few people in here.
1, 2, 3 couches, and some single chairs, and there's a beanbag chair here for some reason. But
I popped
anyway.
them there.
Oh, okay. But we've been working hard all weekend on it, so
Well, more like you, but mainly like you last night.
pretty much. I stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
2:30, and I had to come and tell you to come to bed, you ding-batted fox.
And I did the room build, at least the
Yes.
infrastructure types.
Yeah, so we can't thank you enough for that because we wouldn't have the studio without Greg.
Yay!
So, we did salvage some parts from the old studio, like lighting and the casting couch, and our office chairs and computers and whatnot.
Microphones.
Sammy's whole setup is all salvaged, but it's okay. It's getting there.
Careful, you're gonna ride that dragon over there.
Oh Lord, it's a bad dragon.
It's
Oh.
not a bad dragon. Will you guys be nice? You guys are
I
like
can't.
bitches. I swear, bitches get stitches. You guys are horrible.
Also, the first one I have stitches, so
Oh no, Gray don't.
Nah.
Gray don't need no stitches.
no more. No.
But anyway,
it's quite painful. Anyways, meanwhile, back to the funny farm.
They're coming to take me away. Hi-yo, to the funny part where life is beautiful all the time.
What do you guys think of the new setup that we got going here?
I
love it.
Love it.
I want our
And
people on our live stream to take a look. Some people said it looks beautiful. Twill, thank you.
Yay!
We already have some questions. We have Haven Lynch who's asking us, what do I think of Majira Strawberry? I have high praises for them because
You're a super fan. That's
well,
why.
no, I'm not even subscribed to their channel, or maybe now. I don't know.
Bullshit.
Well,
I'm subscribed before
well,
you were.
Well, no, at my first convention at FWA 2017, we were waiting in registration line. I see Majira walk by in full suit, and I'm like, Majira! And they came out to me, and they're like, and I was just eating, and Roxy had to explain to him it was my birthday that day, and it was, and it's like, and they gave me a hug on my birthday, so super happy.
You're such a. Oh, you're
So
such a.
I
geek.
think they're my first fursuit hug, actually.
No, you said Eddie was. Eddie
I
Bear
didn't
was.
see Eddie until later on in that convention. So yeah, I think it was my first full fursuit hug. So yes, I like Majira.
I'm not familiar with Majira myself, so I do apologize.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I will say like they gave me a hug too, and that was my first official. No, that wasn't my first hug. I got my first hug when we got there, and it was actually a good friend of ours who now lives in Texas.
yeah, they weren't wearing a fursuit.
They let me put on their head.
Oh, is that what was his name? I can't think of it now.
Wow, you can't remember their name.
Start with an
You
S.
can't remember their name.
Did it start with an S?
Yes.
What the hell is their name?
I'm gonna let you try and guess
Oh
it.
my god! All right. So anyway,
What? I want to
Why?
see if you can guess it. You silly.
While they're trying to figure out what the hell they're trying to do here,
all right.
I'm just trying to see if they'll remember their name. 'cause
I'll
it's-
eventually get it.
It's Sinister, you
Sinister.
dingbat.
All right. Well, so anyway,
Yeah, they've moved. Actually, excuse me, they moved to Pittsburgh.
oh,
So
well,
we might be able to see if we can get them to come to.
Philadelphia
Mhm.
for 2019.
Someone just asked if there's a landmark for our studio. Oh, great, took care of
There
it.
is. I just gotta find it. But thank you
Which-
for catching that, Gray.
Of course.
But I
Always
worked.
welcome.
So I worked all weekend, same stuff. But
Yes, you
that's
did.
why I'm so happy to do this show because
You
today
get a
I
break.
had the whole day off and I got to sleep in. And
Yeah, after you stayed up till 2:30 in the
yeah,
effing
but
morning.
I was finishing the studio's interior. And we also had some help with from one of our other furries, Twiz and Dusty. And I think that's it. When Catla has put some little decorations out.
Actually, yes, they're window clings that are on our windows right now. We actually, from what Katla told me, we are the first ones to actually get them. They haven't even put them in their home yet.
Oh,
So we got them
Oh, damn.
first.
yay.
Yes, aren't we special?
Yes, we are. We're spatial.
Yes, spatial. You can't talk.
the son of God.
Oh my.
Hey, cut that out.
Spartacus.
Everybody kids.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was just one of the tidbits we had that we did over at D&D, but we'll explain that a little later.
Oh,
my
yeah, in gray stuff or the gray area.
Yeah.
Right.
The gray area.
I'm having trouble trying to convert from the gray stuff and the gray list to just the gray area. So
Still.
Well, it's flexible and it's a lot easier to keep up the schedule. So
I think this is week 2 of the gray's area.
It
the gray area.
is
yes, it is actually.
week 2. Oh my lord. There's so many people coming and flying
my
into our
goodness.
studio. There's so
And
many
spider.
people.
It's
Where?
Oh no!
Right by you.
Ah, it's back!
No, that's Leah. Leah,
Wait.
our other
Wait.
broadcaster. from
Leah?
Vixens is
Are
now
you
a
serious,
spider
Leah?
with a sombrero
Oh, she's evil.
Okay, I'll admit
and
she's
shade
adorable.
glasses.
She's adorable. Okay,
Oh my
now
God.
that I see it, at first I just saw this little black thing by my foot, and I'm like, what in the world is near me?
Now it's just gonna crawl over you.
Don't tell Leah
So-
that.
Behind you now, Svet.
No, it's just on the table now. But
Anywho,
yeah,
aside from that,
yeah. Roxy?
Yes.
So what have you gotten into?
Well, aside
sugar like more like.
well, I've had a little bit
Apparently.
of sugar today. Not a lot. I've actually I had my monster this morning. That was about it. And then I had a donut this afternoon. And now I'm having a cup of coffee because I'm cold.
You need some Irish coffee with extra nutmeg.
That's going to be tomorrow.
Hey, just realized I need a mug in this damn office so I can make my own coffee.
Yes, you do.
Oh well, I'll find it later.
Damn it.
But needless to say, like, I've actually had a pretty good weekend. Mine was actually a lot of stuff going on because you're going to think I'm crazy. Friday.
I already do.
Oh, shut it, you bitch. I actually had a lot of stuff going on because Friday I tried to get a lot of school stuff done, ended up not. Ended up running a lot of errands after our lovely storm that came through, which, yes, we did get hit with a tropical storm, and
Lost power for a little bit.
Lost power for a little bit, and I almost got blown off the road. So that was Thursday, which was hell, quite literally hell, because they closed my campus like right at the worst possible time. The storm hit about 3 o'clock, the worst of it, and it hit. And they're like, okay, guys, time to go home. Power goes off at the school. I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. Look out the window. Can't even see my car about 500 feet in the parking lot. I'm like, I'm screwed. There's no power, no traffic lights. Trying to get home. There are trees down there. I went 3 different ways home because there were roads blocked by either trees or power lines. Finally, I just was like, screw it. I'll follow the pike truck.
There you go.
Followed the pike truck. They were going to a power line. They moved it so I could go under it because I'm like, I can't. They're like, you should turn around. I'm like, fuck you. I can't turn around. There's no other ways home.
You did not say fuck you to them.
I said, fuck you in my head. I said, I can't turn around anymore. I said, I've already turned around 3 times. This is the only other way home because everywhere else is blocked. They're like, okay, go. We'll let you go. So they moved the wire. I got home. And literally that was just a fun day. And I've been getting emails from students literally over the weekend going, since we didn't have class, what do we have homework-wise? Check your email. Check the online class site. Okay. So that was fun. But Friday was actually somewhat nice because I got to spend some time with my mom running some errands. We got some craft stuff, which we ended up doing a lot of crafts on Saturday for our friends, one of my friends' weddings. I grew up with her daughter and pretty much became a mentor to her daughter, which she's now, 16. I feel old. I feel old. I really do.
What are you talking about?
This is the girl I used to babysit. So now she's grown up. Her mom's getting remarried. And so I was helping mom with some of those arrangements for her wedding, which they turned out gorgeous. And Leah, oh my God, you're so cute. And Callie, you look so cute laying on your back, wiggling your legs in the air. I swear, we have pets now. We have pets in the studio.
The spider has little maracas. It's so cute.
Oh, that's what she's shaking.
Well, she's not shaking her money. Well, I guess she is shaking her money maker, but
Don't say that to Leah.
I just did.
She will kill you.
So,
But Saturday was mainly all crafts, and I got to spend some time with my family, especially since I don't get to go see them as often, except for working with my mom. But then Sunday, I actually went to, we call it homecoming at my church, and I don't go to my family's church, the church I grew up at, much anymore because of a lot of political stuff. But there's still some people there who I really connect with, and plus one of my kids that I used to babysit as well came home from college, and I hadn't seen him since he graduated, so we were catching up, and it was nice to see him at least, especially after his dad's car caught on fire last week.
I know how that is.
Ooh.
And it's the car that my ex drives sometimes.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But the main thing is
karma.
Well, I wouldn't say it was because his dad was driving, so
okay.
I have nothing. I know ill will towards the father. Actually, I was kind of concerned because
you have ill will towards the son.
yeah, the oldest son. The other two, the youngest one, the one that came to the actual homecoming at church, I got to hang out with, and we were just talking about school and stuff. And God, he's going to a private university, and he's taken a course load. He's got like 17 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But he's doing great. My main thing was like, just remember, don't overwhelm yourself. And if you need any assistance tutoring, hello, here I am. But it was nice. Especially when I got home yesterday and I just watched Halloween kind of movies. Getting into more of the spirit of Halloween. I'm ready for Halloween.
I mean, I can get into the spirit of Halloween. I think they just opened it up at the old Toys R Us.
Shut up, yeah.
Well, they did the same thing out here too, so.
Well, I mean,
Hey, there's space. Use it.
yeah, exactly. But did you hear that Toys R Us is coming back, sort of? There's
Yeah, it's in the works.
little
but-
pop-up stores.
Yeah.
Toys R Us Go.
It's actually called Jeffrey's Toy Box. So,
Oh, okay.
That's what they're calling it?
yeah, it's just going to be for the holidays, and then they're going to see about how well they do, and then maybe go back to brick and mortar. But
So kind of like a pop-up?
yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay, well, I didn't hear the pop-up. That'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all I know is, like, I am not ready for Christmas yet. After going to the craft store and literally seeing half the store still have Halloween stuff, and then you look to, like, you go into, like, Hobby Lobby, and the first couple rows you see, like, Halloween stuff, fall stuff, Thanksgiving. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're in the middle of fall. This is great. Then you go, like, right behind it where it divides it, and you see the Christmas trees, and then it's, like, all Christmas stuff. And you're like, oh,
It's too early for
shit.
me. That's why I hate working retail,
Way
because
too early.
I hate working retail because it ruins the holidays for you.
It does.
Mhm.
I'm like, can we just... No, not yet. Not yet.
Can we just go in order for once, folks?
Amen. Let's go in order. Let's get through Halloween. Which, by the way, everyone, we forgot to mention that last Monday, was Columbus Day.
Was.
Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because several things that I sent out in the mail didn't get to people until Tuesday.
Yeah.
And probably why my paycheck is not here yet.
That's
Plus, I was
probably
off
why.
that Monday too, so yay.
There you go.
There you go. Double Mondays off.
Score.
Hell yeah.
But tomorrow, actually, I'm off tomorrow. So me and Svet get to spend quality time. And I was thinking maybe me and Svet could go see a matinee movie. And
Which
chill.
we actually just watched Venom.
Very good
recently.
film.
I don't know if we talked about that last.
No, because we saw it literally like the day after the show.
Well, yeah. So.
Uh-oh, the baby is whining.
And then we watched the Shining last
Great
week.
stuff.
Which we'll be talking about during my media review.
We didn't have anybody
Yeah.
watch except for one person. So thank you for the one person who watched.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed having you join us.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor baby. Oh. Our lovely dog is sitting at the door whining. He's like, let me out. I think it's because he knows somebody else is home.
Possibly.
But no, we had a pretty good viewing. Just like the first viewing was really good, and then kind of has died off. I think it's because just a lot of people are like, Halloween movies. We want to watch the scary horror movies. Yeah, no, I can't handle them. There's certain ones I can handle. Then there are ones that I'm like, yeah, no.
So anyway,
But what are you getting into this week, Sammy?
Oh, well, is it appropriate to mention that my girlfriend's birthday is tomorrow?
Happy early birthday!
yes, happy early birthday if you're listening.
There you go.
Happy early birthday! Happy birthday!
Oh
Miles us to you! Happy birthday!
Right
Roxy, don't quit your day job.
I'm just hyper on sugar. Actually, I can sing pretty well.
Yeah, when you try.
Yes.
Shut up! I can
Yes.
actually do karaoke
We
with you.
has a
So,
lot more people in our studio.
oh my lord, there are so many names floating right now.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Wow.
Quite the big turnout here, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so glad to
there's-
see that because it
there's-
makes it worthwhile. Like, I loved our little studio because it was really intimate, but if we had this kind of crowd in our old studio,
Nobody would
they
fit.
wouldn't be in there. So,
Yeah, it would be a freaking overspill into the main lobby.
Mhm.
right?
Which, with all these big avatars, I feel like we're already getting a little closed in again.
No,
Yeah, I
not
know,
really.
right?
We got lots of space to work with here, so we're good.
It's how it looks on my side of the screen.
I mean, what
Okay.
we've been doing this for what 5 months now?
No, 4 months.
4 months.
4
So
months, yeah.
by this rate, next year we're gonna have a 3-story studio with balconies and everything, and maybe an orchestra pit, and
Oh, Scrix!
Well, we got 2 more floors to work with, so
right. Just gonna start selling seats,
yeah, sell the tickets out for seats.
right?
Yes. So, but Gray, what are you getting into this week?
Well, I'm pretty much just gonna get back to work and such, back to reality, which really sucks most greatly. However, I need to get more material for the list.
Oh,
Yes, you do.
You do. But
And
you don't have
I've had
D&D
a
this
bit of
week.
Sorry?
You don't have D&D this week, do you?
No, not this upcoming weekend. I did this past weekend though.
Ah, yeah. I can't wait to hear about it.
Oh yeah, I got some juicy stuff for you on that one. Also, I went for the technician class exam for amateur radio licensing. Didn't make it.
Aww.
Well, you'll do better next time.
They said I missed by 1 question.
One question,
Oh.
are they effing kidding?
1 question.
That's nuts.
That they should at least, like, how far off point-wise was it? Like, a half a point?
About it's a 35 question exam, and I have to pass with at least a 74.
Oh,
What the heck? What? Math.
Math sucks.
It's about
Math
it's about.
sucks.
3
Good night,
three
Katla.
points.
Please be
per-
safe.
Definitely be safe. Rest well.
Yeah, sleep well.
But the thing is, when I got there, oh dear God,
A lot of people.
there's a decent turnout. Let's just say, let me put it this way: it was a AMT technician and myself were the youngest ones there,
Holy
Oh.
crap.
Wow.
and he leaned to me saying, "I hope they don't expect us to swap out the colostomy bags."
Ooh. Oh, I will say I need to get my hands on that license. I mean, because
Well, let's just say
I need it.
both you and I will be sitting down to study together.
No.
I'm a good study buddy. I'll admit it. I'm a good study buddy
Can't go wrong with
because I
that.
make snacks.
And for all the military types out there, let's just say the facilitators are retired generals.
Huh.
With retired brass being there, they have not actually retired, so their mentality is very strong.
I was say,
Strong,
yeah,
yeah.
strict or something.
Yeah. They're like overpowering.
But
Mhm.
it's like those. It's like people who are from the hippies that are old guys. Like the '60s never left them.
Quite
It's like
Pretty
literally.
much.
Like the military has not left you, sir, huh?
I just want to tell them, I'm sorry, your brass has been tarnished. You've retired. You
It's
need to retire. Get out of there. You're done.
right.
Oh my lord.
Mind you, they're the Air Force types and the Army types.
Oh, but Air Force people,
Most of the time they're pretty
yeah, you
relaxed.
should chill. But all right,
It depends on the MOS. Their
which war?
their angle of service.
Yeah.
Yeah, which war?
Yeah,
Vietnam.
which war?
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this week, this show, we do have a theme for our music again. It's not as hard as last week, and therefore the money prize is not as much. I personally don't have any money to give you. I don't know if
Svet.
Roxy has any.
I have a little. I can give at least 200L.
Oh,
I
you-
got you covered.
okay.
Oh, but Svet, you forgot to mention something that's happening this week.
What's going on?
What Sunday is?
Oh, yeah, our 1 year anniversary is coming up.
We're gonna be married a year.
Yay!
I'll go renew your vows
I haven't killed him.
again.
Haven't killed them yet.
That's also because I promised to buy her the second wedding band to make a wrap.
That's
for her ring.
not the reason I haven't killed you yet. I think the
Yeah.
reason I haven't killed you yet is because I love you too much, and plus you keep me warm at night and you make me laugh.
Oh, that's true. Plus, we've had so much more fun this year.
We've had quite an interesting year. I think what we'll need to do is next week we'll have to talk about that on the show, like how we celebrate our anniversary and like kind of reminiscing about it. But
Oh, you might not want to go into detail about how you celebrate your anniversary.
I mean,
we're
we
not
first went
doing
with family
exactly
show.
that. We're not doing all that. But
You already know about that particular angle right off the bat.
we're not going to talk about that. But I have some. I get
Hey,
to.
look at all these spider webs.
That's.
Those aren't spider webs.
Shut up. Oh, you be nice. Be nice. No. Excuse me. there
Squeaker.
didn't- Shut up. I drank my coffee too fast.
Sure.
What? There was a lot of cream in it. Oh my god. Svet blushing.
Oh, I've been supplied with prize money
By who?
for him. He's the fur I was talking to all at 2:00 in the morning. That woke your butt
By the
up.
way, hi. Thank you for keeping my maid up till 2:30 in the morning. You owe me time for them.
Oh my.
Especially since I could hear them at 2:30 in the morning and they woke me up when I needed to be up at
Well,
5:45 in the morning.
You might want to specify what's going on there.
They were up helping
First time she
Svet
gets
with
it Thursday
decorating they were getting stuff set up here in the studio, and they are evidently on mic talking, and I could hear Svet talking in like the room over in our bedroom, and I could hear them at 2:30 in the morning. That woke me up from a dead sleep. I'm like, okay, my light's still on. Why can't I hear them? Are they talking in their sleep? I roll over. They're not there. The door is cracked. I look down the hall. The light from the office is shining into the hall. They're still up.
Yeah.
Probably
Blinded
blamed
by
me
the
for like
light.
5 seconds.
No, I didn't. I didn't blame you. I was just like, who is keeping my mate up? After they not only said they were coming to bed at 10:30, they were coming to bed at 11:30.
Yeah.
So
Not 2:30.
not 2:30. So I come in here and I do the old-fashioned stance of a wife who wants to kick their butt, tapping
Toe
my
tap
paws,
and all.
Look.
tapping my paw, and got my arms crossed, and I'm like standing in just a little bit of clothing because it is freezing cold in the house at night,
Bullshit. It was shirt and PJ pants.
and I'm like
Mhm.
bed.
That's not barely any clothing.
I was like
I
bed.
couldn't. It was
Now.
Like, it was like law in Saudi Arabia. I couldn't even see your ankles.
Bullshit. You could see my ankles. It was so dark you couldn't notice.
Whatever.
But anyways, they finally came to bed, and then they started talking to me until about 3:00 this morning, and I'm like, I have to be up at 6:00 in the morning to teach at 8:00. Go. to sleep.
I wish I could.
So I don't know what time they fell asleep. All I know is
to assume they slept.
all I know is
Right?
they better be prepared Friday night when they're all asleep while they're all alone in bed that I'm going to be at a concert.
All by yourself.
I'm trying to remember how to get Second Life into full screen mode.
Oh my
Whatever.
Lord, really?
Maybe.
This week's going to be a very jam-packed week because I've had a couple things cancel on me. I've got subs covering for my classes on Thursday because I'm going to Georgia, even though I wouldn't be caught dead in Georgia.
Bullshit. You like Georgia. You like going to FWA.
That, but I wouldn't be caught dead with the devil down in Georgia.
I know you're referencing the Stephen Lynch song.
Yes. But I would go, I'm going to a concert with a friend of mine, and, well, I actually got her graduation invite this week, so I'm excited for that. So I've got that on my calendar. She's got 2 more months till she graduates, so whoop whoop. Literally 2 months as of today, which is crazy. But I'm going to meet up with her at college, and then she's driving and feeding me. So I can't argue with that. You're feeding me. Shut up. She's giving me a place to sleep. Not like that. No girl on girl. We ain't going to be doing scissors. We don't roll like that.
Ironic that you say that.
What's this?
Oh, well, what's this? No, we don't roll like that, sweetie. We don't roll like that. Plus, her fiance would kill me, quite literally.
That's not authorized.
Especially if it wasn't filmed.
Oh, but no, I'm driving to where she is. She's feeding me dinner. We're heading to the concert. Then we're going back to her dorm 2 hours later after the concert because it'll take us 2 hours to get there. Sleeping, getting up, having breakfast, and then I'm hiking my butt back here to celebrate the weekend events of our anniversary and everything else that's going on. It's going to be a busy weekend, I'll admit. I'll probably be dead by like Sunday night, our anniversary, going, I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay here.
That's good.
Hopefully not.
A video of a husky where it's just like pushing against the person trying to wake him up. It's like, come on, come on, let's go.
No, it's going to be like, I don't want to do. I don't know where that voice came. I don't know where that voice came from, but I can do it now.
So I think it's a good time that we go to break.
Whee!
Yep.
But again, there is a
theme.
theme. We have, I don't know how much, like what? Roxy offered $200. I have $100 from Orem, so $300 pot.
Whoop whoop!
So
Get you a nice outfit.
Yeah.
There you go.
And don't mind the advertisement on the screen. But anyway, when we come back, we has
My media review.
the media review talking about The Shining and some other things. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
we have the gray area, and then we have the good, the bad, and the furry later on in the show, as well as a countdown to Halloween.
Whoop whoop!
So stay tuned. We got plenty more of content where that came from. So stay tuned and have some fun.
Numbers.
19.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
That's not including how many people are in the studio.
20 now.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, my gosh. My candles are melting.
Oh no!
Wait, who's teleporting? Tailsy!
Yeez, Tailsy. I had to ask if they were clothed. That was pretty bad.
Oh, that's very bad when you have
I
to
mean,
ask.
they are my daughters, so
My stepdaughter.
yeah.
My sweet, sweet, sweet stepdaughter.
That makes me the uncle.
At least she's not a monkey.
Oh, God.
I need to be a monkey's uncle.
Bad. Bad.
Bad. You are like, what has gotten into you? You are like a freaking.
Not what I want to be into me.
God.
Oh my god.
I love this song.
Oh my god.
Oh, Chase has said they've been waiting all day for this show.
Oh, thank you, Chase.
And they need to get a
Seriously.
second.
Sweet.
And they need to get a second life soon. Yes, you do.
You need to get a computer that will run SL, and we will totally help you build. And by the way, we have got to hang out. I haven't seen you in like what feels like a millennium. Like, come on, dude. We have got to catch up. So, like, seriously, catch up.
Hey, you should live or die. I love this song.
Go to hell. Oh my god, I love this music.
I thought you hated the song when I first played it.
I love it now.
It's so happy sounding. Sounding. Yeah, it's I Can't Decide by the Scissor Sisters.
Wow, just tell everybody on the.
Well, they're the ones not listening. There's a theme going on, so I think they can guess the theme. I didn't give away the theme.
Scriggs said, I seriously want to hang out at next FWA if you are going.
Probably not going to be 2020.
Sadly,
likely.
we probably won't be able to go this year because we do have another quote, 2 cons that we're going to that are very close together. Plus, when it's falling is actually when Svet should be graduating from school.
Should be.
Well, it's that same weekend, so probably not this year, but definitely 2020. We're aiming for 2020. Plus, we're thinking about maybe, I think there's a girl in this area that was talking
about
having an event.
All right, let's
we're
get
back.
Yes. And we're back with the Two Vixens and a Wolf show.
Whoop, whoop.
Hide the beer.
Hide the beer.
I was actually going to make me some Irish coffee, to be honest with you.
Really, right now?
Maybe.
Will you
Thinking
make me
about
one?
it.
Meow.
Will you make
Right
me
now.
one? Will you make me some?
No.
Will you make me some? Will you make me
No.
some?
That would be painful.
Please.
But anyway, we are. I had to put a new seat out for one of my FL daughter. So
Oh my lord, we're running out of room.
I
Well,
know.
there's a big bag over there and 2 casting couch. Chairs.
Yeah, I'm
There you go, drinking again.
I'm coloring the chair to match her. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
So last week, if anybody was not with us, we had our second October Halloween movie viewing, which was the theme of Stephen King that also went along with our lovely music theme last week. We got to watch The Shining because Svet had never seen The Shining. So shame on them.
well, you know what? It wasn't really a scary movie. It was enjoyable.
That's
It wasn't
because
scary.
we didn't watch it during a certain type of period. We didn't watch it in the middle of the night, in the middle of the snowstorm, in the mountains.
Oh well.
If you do all 3 of those and you're watching that
Me
movie,
walking around with an axe.
I'm
Yeah, we'd
I'm
be
not gonna
freaking
hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your fucking brains in.
yeah. So no, like if that had happened, like which I've done that. I have watched it in the middle of the night. Not really in the middle of the night. About 10 o'clock at night, I started it. I was with a group of friends. It had just started getting cold outside, and I was in the mountains. That's like 3 strikes, you're out. And I was also living in a haunted dorm, so that didn't help either. That didn't help. But The Shining, what did you guys, which Gray, you've seen The Shining.
Yep.
Sammy, I don't know if you got to watch, you didn't get to see it with us, but have you seen The Shining before?
Probably not.
Nope.
Oh, we got to catch you up, sweetie.
This
We gotta
is,
get-
Seriously.
this is what. Well,
we gotta
they
catch
decided
up.
to bail and play video games with their friends.
Well, that's okay. They got to spend time with friends, so we're not
Yes,
going to hold that
I
against you.
Promise to them.
It's fine. No, that is completely okay. But what did you like, Gray? What is your whole, I guess you could say, how do you feel about The Shining?
What's your spiel?
Spiel
What's
on The
my shtick?
Shining. Yes.
It's giving me ideas.
Oh, no, not those kind of ideas. Please, no, not that.
I love the psychological aspect of The Shining.
If-
Mhm.
The funny thing is, what you see in the movie is one thing, but what goes on in the background behind the scenes is another.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that.
Oh yeah, that's going to be the juicy details that's going to be brought up later here shortly.
Yes.
But I love it when it's a twofold movie. You see what's going on screen,
Mhm.
but later on you find out what's happening in the background. So it gets interesting. But for the most part, I love the psychological aspect of The Shining.
Very
Yes.
much.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to our? Someone's playing with our lights. So,
I didn't touch him. I swear I didn't.
I'm pretty sure it's.
I was trying to be bright.
I think so. I think it was Twilight sitting in the corner there, just playing with our lights.
Well,
Stop
and
flipping the switch.
one thing I will mention is that, like, if nobody has ever heard of The Shining is based on a book by Stephen King. It came out only a few years prior to the actual film release. The film came out in 1980. The original book actually came out in 77, so only 3-year difference. And there were several things deleted from the book that they also kind of took away from the film because they didn't really feel they were important. But there is, if anybody is interested in reading the book, there's technically 2 books. There's The Shining, and then about 40 years later, in 2013, they came up with a sequel, or Stephen King came up with a sequel called Dr. Sleep, which is about the little boy, Danny.
Come
And
play with us, Danny.
yes, come and play with
forever.
us, Danny. Come and play. It's bad. I can do the voice.
Red Rum.
Okay, stop it with the voices, guys. But the sequel to The Shining is called Dr. Sleep, and it's all about Danny 40 years later, which kind of is cool for anybody who is like a huge Shining fan. So if you didn't know there was a sequel to the book, go for it. I haven't read that book. I've heard good things about it. It is, from what I've heard, is better than The Shining. So I don't know. I guess Stephen King's writing got better. Who knows? But Svet, I know you said that it didn't really scare you, but what did you find like impactful or something that kind of just imprinted and stayed with you from The Shining?
I was more so intrigued of how fast. Well, you see the timeline. It's like when he gets there, and then it's like a few months later. Or a month later, and then it goes to a week, and then it goes to days, and it goes to time. And he just falls, and Jack, who's your main character, how he just falls into madness so quickly. I kind of don't understand why, and I kind of do, but it was good. Although I finally learned where a famous picture for a meme came from, where he's out there frozen to death. I did not realize that was from The Shining. I was like, that's where that picture came from. So,
Oh, damn.
anyway, but it was a good movie. I guess I'm glad I could say I watched it finally. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I didn't feel like I was missing much. Although I did look up to see how much it was to stay at that hotel.
Oh, the actual hotel that they used as the backdrop.
Yeah, it's a Stanley Hotel in
Yes.
Colorado.
That is a beautiful, beautiful hotel.
It has everything except the hedge maze. Although, according to an article in 2015, they were adding it. So, 3 years later, they might have it now.
Do you know that
Yeah.
technically the only thing they used for filming was the outside of the hotel? They didn't use any of the interiors?
That's a lie, because I looked at the pictures. of
No,
the
the
hotel.
interior was actually based more on a hotel that is actually in Britain.
Well, that would explain why there was a sound stage in England for the hedge maze.
Yep, and then a lot of like the big huge lobby that was based off of another hotel actually in Yosemite National Park. So they used a lot of different elements to build the hotel, but mainly for the writing purpose, the Stanley Hotel, which actually does exist.
And they do tours.
They do actually. I saw this on Facebook today. There was a girl who it's up in New England, because a lot of Stephen King's books take place in New England. They do a tour. They have the house where that's based off of Neibolt Street for it. They have the Stanley Hotel. They have the radio station. They have where the house that Salem's Lot supposedly took place. They have the cemetery where Pet Cemetery was supposedly inspired. They have the gravestone for Carrie. It's crazy. Like, it's a town literally dedicated to freaking Stephen King. I'm like, can I go? I just want to go. Take me there.
I pulled up some information on the kid who played Danny in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's only done 2.
He's not done a lot.
He really was not interested in it. Basically, the last I've seen of him on as per IMDb.com, he only did 2. He did The Shining, and he was generally protected by Kubrick the entire time. So during the filming, he thought he was doing a drama.
Huh.
Well,
He didn't see the movie until he was at least 17 or 18. That he realized at that point he was actually doing a horror film.
Oh, wow.
And I like what he does now. He's actually a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he does go to the different cons, different horror cons he's invited, because he was such a young man at that time. And people are just fascinated to hear what he saw and what he did. And I think that's kind of cool, because it's like, hey, look at this kid. He's done something. And I mean, he didn't really want to continue with acting, so he became a great public service official by being a teacher.
Yep, in the sciences.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that makes it even better.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say there's a lot to The Shining. I've done studies on The Shining because I was a film minor, because we actually sat down and discussed it briefly because of just who the director is and his whole style of how he does films. Stanley Kubrick, if anybody does not know that name,
Shame on you.
shame on you. Very much shame on you. Very much shame on you.
Heavily referenced in Ready Player One.
Yes, which we had a whole viewing on that. But he's done a lot of films. He did The Shining. He helped with 2001 Space Odyssey when he was mainly just doing cinematography. He's worked with other big-name directors like Steven Spielberg. He helped with A Clockwork Orange, which is a very, very graphic film.
Never seen it.
This is one of these films that was rated X, and God bless that it needed to stay rated X.
Oh my.
Yeah.
The only X-rated film I ever watched was Fritz the Cat.
Lord.
Oh, jeez.
Who my cat is actually named after.
Yeah, we know. You love your kitty. But Stanley Kubrick has got a lot of great films out there. Starting off with 2001 Space Odyssey, that's where he kind of just hit it big, and then he started moving from just simple films to horror, which that's when he started to really pick it up. He was going to do The Exorcist, but kind of stepped away from the project because he wanted to do more important things like The Shining. So it would have been interesting to see how he would have took on that kind of like film. And he even helped. How many of you have ever heard of the Steadicam?
Never heard of it.
It's like,
I have.
yeah. So you know when you see like the guy holding the camera and it's kind of like on a
Oh, the steady
A gimbal.
cam.
Steadicam. Yeah, you talked about it in your film class.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He helped with the invention of it, and that was actually when they first used it, was for The Shining, for a lot of those shots where if anybody, you've probably seen the trailer or the clips of Danny rolling down the hallway on that trike. That's the Steadicam, because literally somebody is following behind Danny holding this camera on a crane attached to their body, and they're following him down the hallway. Which is, I think that's probably one of my favorite things, is the shots, the cinematography. And that's something I respect with Stanley Kubrick. But there are some things I do not like about him. And that's just how
His method.
yeah, his methodology behind directing. And sadly, Stanley Kubrick has passed on. But what he did to the leading lady, God bless her, she is tormented for the rest of her life. Shelley Duvall, who doesn't do a lot of films, she only did a small handful of films, The Shining being one of them. The iconic scene of here's Johnny and he's taking the axe through the door. Little known fact, they did not tell her that they were about to start the filming. They didn't say, okay, we're going to start action. They just did the mock-up. Okay, great. We know what's going to happen. Well, there's a door. Literally, the door there's a wall. Camera guy's in front of her. Camera guy's in front of Jack. And Kubrick says, "Okay, Jack, action." Doesn't tell her.
Oof.
And Jack Nicholson, who was a volunteer firefighter, so that's how he knew how to swing that axe properly.
Mhm.
He starts a swinging. She is flipping out. So what you see on camera, the reaction of her screaming in sheer terror, is real.
That's why it looked so weird to me.
It was real. And she is freaking out, panicking, and the camera guy was sworn to not say anything. So he's standing there, filming this, doing his job, feeling bad. Jack is going at it, and he hasn't done the "here's Johnny" part because he hears her screaming like bloody murder, stops, he calls cut, and he literally like breaks down the door, goes in there, makes sure she's okay, and then turns around and starts yelling at Kubrick. Starts like one of the first times anybody ever saw Jack Nicholson blow up on set.
Yeah.
Chaotic good.
Yeah,
That's
chaotic
right.
good. That's one thing Jack Nicholson is known for. I mean, he's a method actor. He gets into character full on. I mean, hello, we saw it with Joker. We've seen it with other films. So
And they've been helping him keeping him in act.
in
In
roles,
character, that
in
is.
character.
Yeah.
But for
in The
that,
Shining, by giving him cheese sandwiches, he hated cheese sandwiches.
oh yeah,
So he had nothing but a diet of cheese sandwiches.
oh yeah.
Oh, that's miserable.
But I mean, for that, he blew up. He was furious, and they were concerned for her well-being, Duvall, because not long after they finished filming, like every time you see her with like these sunken eyes and everything, this is just because of the stress that she had during the film. Like you feel like she was about ready to crack, and it has been said that that's partially why she doesn't kind of go out, she doesn't talk to many people, because of it. The film had such a huge impact on her. But I give props totally to Nicholson for doing that, because I mean, I would feel horrible if somebody did that to me. I would be traumatized. Which, that's why, Gray, you brought up that whole mythology.
Psychological aspects, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Which, I did not know that Stephen King actually hates this film. Like, this is his creation. This is his work, like his novel, and he hates it.
The
Mhm.
creator that hates his creation.
Yep. Mm.
And he was not happy with how Duvall was treated either. He stated, "She's basically just there to scream and be stupid, and that's not the woman that I wrote about." But then he goes on and talks about how she was treated on set.
Here's something for you. A tidbit about The Shining. There is the entry in there. It says, and I quote, "Stephen King was quite disappointed in the final film. While admitting that Stanley Kubrick's visuals were stunning, he said that it was a surface and not substance. He often described the film as a, quote, a fancy car without an engine," end quote.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
He reamed Kubrick for what he did to his masterpiece. And he was actually not happy that they didn't film at the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, because that is where he based the film. He based the film off of this hotel. And they couldn't take the time just to go and do it there. No, they had to do something else. I was like, okay. I mean, the author kind of is like, hey, do this for me. It'll make it look good. Nope. So there are a lot of things about The Shining that are good. I mean, it's done very well. It's a pop icon. I mean, good Lord, it's got a history, the iconic "Here's Johnny" moment. You have all these different pop culture references that are going on because of this film. I mean, you see it in Ready Player One. You see it in Twister. The film Twister came out in the late 90s. They actually show bits and pieces of the film. So, I mean, you've got a lot of actual, like, symbolism and influence from pop culture that are in pop culture from this film, even though it's God. We're coming up on 38 years, so in 2 more years we got 40 years of this film being out,
Mhm.
Yep.
which is crazy. But I wouldn't mind if somebody, I hate to say it, I wouldn't mind seeing the film be remade. Maybe to the standards of Stephen King.
Oh yeah.
Because, I mean, for Stephen King to praise It, the new adaptation of It, that's huge.
It was a great movie, though.
Yeah, but I mean, for him to give that seal of approval, and that's the author of the work, he's giving an adaptation of his creation a seal of approval, that is an honor.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing maybe Stephen King being approached again in the future, like, hey, we want to remake it. Let's see how it goes. Maybe now with the technology we have, and maybe because the Stanley Hotel is so popular and people recognize it, maybe somebody might say, hey, let's go film it there, and we actually keep everything that we're supposed to keep in the film. So other than that, I cannot wait until this week's film. I sadly will not be present due to other obligations. But we are going to be watching, this week's theme is comedy horror, or what we call dark humor, or dark horror, dark comedy horror. We're going to be watching Army of Darkness,
Yeah.
which I believe our friend JB Raccoon, who is one of our lovely other AFR staff members, he's going to be assisting us in that, I believe. I have to get in contact with him again. But we're going to be watching Army of Darkness, and then, of course, next week is our very last week of the movies for Halloween month. We are going to be watching a cult classic, retro horror, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I sadly won't be here for that one because of other obligations. Yay, teaching. Yay, work. But I will be able to watch these films. Again, I've seen these films numerous times. So we'll be able to carry on a really good discussion next week. What the head?
The head what?
Sorry. I'm like, what? All right, you primitive screw.
All right, you primitive screwheads. This is my boomstick.
Really? We're going to do this boomstick thing?
That's my favorite line of the whole damn movie.
Klaatu, Brata, necktie.
Necktie.
Oh my God. You know what? I think what I'm going to do, so I'm up to date with this, I think I'm going to watch Army of Darkness tomorrow. So I'm caught up with everybody.
You never seen it?
It's been a while since I've seen
You're
it.
full of shit. You never
No,
seen it.
I've seen it. It's just been a while. I need to rewatch it so I can have our discussion next week. Last time I saw it was like a year ago, and I've seen a ton of movies in the last year, so I got to play catch up and go back and revamp it. But I am excited for our Jaw Jack session later on tonight as we get into more of the spirit of Halloween. Believe me, I am like totally pumped up for Halloween if you have not noticed our lovely studio. And I even brought it up in the middle of class. I made my students write about zombies. Wednesday they get to talk about vampires. So yay!
Oh, I forgot about that quote. Thank you, Fox. Shop smart. Shop S-smart.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But that is it for my media discussion. We do hope that you join us for our Army of Darkness film viewing this Thursday. It is going to be again at 7 o'clock. So please get there early to our viewing room.
Wait.
We are going to be setting up at 6:30.
Thursday?
Wait. Oh, crap. It might be a little bit later because Fett won't get home until 7.
It'll probably be about 8.
So probably be about 8. So I probably will be here for the later half of the film. So yay! I'll at least get to see part of it with all of you.
You're going to need to leave me sticky notes to remind me because I'm just going to go, was I supposed to do something today? And then it's like...
I'm gonna put sticky
10
notes
o'clock.
all over
Oh,
your
crap.
desk. I'm gonna have you seen my stack of sticky notes? I got a brand new pack.
Yeah.
I got 500 sticky notes, and they're
I'm
gonna
glad
be
you don't
all
have
over.
slip notes.
The hell
Oh,
is that
don't
note?
tell me I need to get those too.
No, you don't. You know what zip notes are, right?
No.
No.
They're endless rolls,
Oh my God.
custom cut post-it notes.
Yes.
500 feet.
Oh my God. I need them in my life.
That's pretty cool.
I need them in my
No,
life.
you don't.
Yes, I do. As a writer,
Are
I
they
Got
stick-
them at my desk.
Are they sticky back too?
think so.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I need them in my
There's a
life.
streak of sticky in the middle, back in the center of the paper.
Oh. But
So,
please, 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 we will have the link out. We will post it on all of the social medias. So please, please, please come out for the film viewing for Army of Darkness. We'd like to see a big group come out. So if you are going to be available Thursday night around 8 o'clock, we'll get you a definite time, and we'll have the link ready to go for you.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a fun evening, especially because you're going to be literally laughing your ass off probably more than you're going to be scared.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's a comedy horror. I
I
mean,
like comedy
mm,
horror.
my idea of a comedy horror is the original Freddy Krueger movies. So
That isn't funny.
it's dark humor. I think Freddy is funny, or the original It.
The original It I can go with, but not Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a different.
But anyway, when we come back,
We gotta
have
get in the gray area.
and then later on in the show,
Wow.
we still have the good, the bad, and the furry. And again, we still do have a theme for tonight's music. So with a 300L prize if you're on Second Life. If not, we'll get your information so we can send you like a decal or something once we figure out a actual
Design.
design.
It's difficult.
Yeah, but yeah, listen for the music theme tonight. And also, if you haven't downloaded on your Android phone already, get the All for Radio music app. We have a brand new one, and it's completely updated. It runs a lot better than the old one. So if you haven't downloaded the new one, please do, so you can listen to us anytime, anywhere. So again, when we come back, the gray area and the good, the bad, the furry. So stay tuned.
Woo!
There you go. We're clear.
Yay! Did we do good for the media review?
Hmm?
Did we have good people?
Yeah.
Yay!
Of course.
We actually lost. I didn't even have time to do my backup.
Really?
Well, I'll be able to talk about it in the jaw jacking session
Oh, okay.
because it relates to the jaw jacking topic of costumes.
Yeah.
This is my broomstick.
I think I got the wrong version of that song. I did.
Whoopsie.
Whatever.
This is my broomstick.
It says title, Radiohead song lyrics, artist, creep.
Wow. Do you know I actually figured out how to fix that? Fix the.
Well, you can't fix it the fact that it's a female singer and not Radiohead.
Set, you want to go make us some Irish coffee?
I don't know if I have time.
How long is the song?
3 minutes remaining.
Do you have 2 songs?
Yeah, I can probably put one in there. I will throw this one out there.
You're gonna have to go. Just go get the pods and then bring them up here, and we'll do it. We're gonna need more sugar. We're out of sugar in here.
You're not going to need sugar for Irish coffee.
True. We got the creamer.
Yeah, no sugar for. Don't add sugar to that noise.
By the way, Scrix, are you gonna be joining us for the film viewing on Thursday? Sorry.
Oh dear.
Are you going to?
Oh. I don't know.
Hopefully. Oh no.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna lose SL here and no, there it went.
Yep, there it goes.
Well, Shriek said yes, they are planning on it.
There you go.
I just lost my whole desktop. Fudge.
Give it time. It'll recover.
Well, I opened a file from Discord and it decided to.
Die.
Yeah. There it goes. It comes back. Ugh, I hate when it does that.
Ooh, thank you, Saber.
Because there's a thing on Discord talking about call-ins on air. Which we are working towards, everyone. We are working towards it.
Slowly but surely.
Looks like somebody, or what they did is call-in set up on VAC It's in the documents in Discord, so we can do that.
Yeah.
So yay, we'll eventually be able to do that. Now, was I running Alchemy or was I running Firestorm?
You said that you were running Alchemy,
Let me try that again. Let me see.
having to switch back and forth between them.
Yeah, depends on what's working, what's not. I already have a mug.
Hey, I made it before the song's over.
You got like 37 seconds on that first song. And I crashed again. Oh, in Discord, I was telling everybody there's a document talking about how to do call-ins.
Oh, I call that. With banana?
That's in staff chat.
Yeah, it's in staff chat. Yay, staff chat! Did I lose my... Did I at least... Yay, I didn't lose my web browser that has all my stuff for tonight. Pappy, you came back to us, my sweet. Hello, my sweet, sweet darling.
Crazy pup.
He can't decide whether he wants to stay in here with us or he wants to go and do other things.
There's
Dog
people in the
things.
house. He has to go see everybody.
Exactly.
He's a people doggo.
He is definitely a people doggo. He goes to everyone. Tomorrow's going to be nice
Hmm.
because I'm off tomorrow and I don't have to worry about anything for the most part. Except for
Oh,
getting ready
okay.
for like minor things.
Yeah. I gotta head into work.
Yee.
Oh, Roxy, I need to talk to you about something offline, so.
Okay. Shoot me a message.
Oh, sure. Bam!
Oh, good.
If you look around the studio, you have a lot of people here, obviously, but then you have a couple people that are quite creative in their avatars.
My headset's over here.
You have everyone all the way from your ever-present Time Lord, 24/7, 365, and whatever timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff he's in,
Yay.
all the way
back.
to a Vixen Bowsette
What?
adorned by curries.
Where? I gotta turn around and see it.
See, if I put the
Oh
that,
my God.
Left.
Oh my God. I
That
see
is
it.
epic.
That is epic, Curries. I love it.
Hell yes.
if I put on the super crown, it wouldn't work because I'm already a queen.
You're
I mean, it only works on Toadette. If anyone else puts it on, they just get 10 coins.
you're so full of yourself.
Lore.
I hope you know that, Svet. You're like so full of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
What
Becky,
is that?
look at her butt.
Oh, looks like I had a low flying flight out here
Oh wow, Saphira is a big, huge werewolf.
Oh, wow.
with protruding boobs.
Still, it looks cool. I like it.
Yes!
Those are pecs.
No, those are
That's quite
boobs.
a titillating development.
Will you guys be nice?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I don't wanna.
Be nice,
We're
Sam.
back in 30 seconds.
Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah, that was a helicopter doing a low flying pass around the house.
Why?
Oh, you guys okay over there?
Svet, don't break it. Don't break your foot off.
Again?
That was not enough coffee machine.
You have to press it like
Uh-oh.
twice.
Is it
It's
fucking
weird.
up already?
Oh, that's not good.
We're back. And we're back with the Two Vixens and Wolf show. Meanwhile, on our break, I'm fighting with the coffee machine.
Quite literally.
So I put in we have a Keurig machine, and I press the medium button, and it only spits out like not even a finger's worth of liquid.
Did you put it on the largest setting or the smallest
It's on
setting?
the medium. But
You
anyway,
might want to run the cleaner through that silly thing.
it's a brand new machine.
Oh, okay. that's
That we
something
use quite often.
Rocky uses it quite often. She probably broke it.
No, I didn't
No.
break it. You probably
So anyway.
broke it. You probably broke it.
That's an easy fix. So don't worry
It's
about it.
all I hear is going. It's not doing anything.
Patience is a virtue you do not
No,
have.
it's not doing anything. I'm gonna kill this fucking thing.
Don't kill
Oh
it.
wait, it's all right. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So let's continue.
See, you have no.
Fight.
You have no
Okay, then.
patience. You have no patience.
Okay then.
Well, they're not a doctor. Yay,
So
gray area!
Gray.
All right, ladies and gentlefolk, welcome to another episode of The Gray Area. Tonight's episode involves the list, and it's basically a juicy tidbit of items from this past weekend's D&D session. Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, it makes you voice on the inside.
Gray, are you well?
No, I'm Gray. You have to be
Great.
well.
What in the world is
I am.
on Leah's head?
It's a big hat.
That is a ganja hat.
Oh my
A
god.
big old ganja hat.
All I did was look up and I'm like,
no,
holy
a cat in
crap.
a hat.
Hat.
Well, she's a cat in a hat.
Hat.
I have
Anyway.
I have no idea what's wrong with my coffee machine. I'm having to fight it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, stop fingering it. Anyways.
Lord.
Oh, or get out of my head. Damn it.
Oh, goodness.
God.
You guys should just do a show
I looked up
together.
and he said, Orm said the same thing. He's like, God damn it.
You guys should do a show together. You'd be perfect. It seems like.
Oh, God. So we'd end up like freaking Laurel and Hardy in up in here.
Right?
Oh.
So, anyway, the gray area.
Anywho, the gray area. Tonight's episode is going to involve the list from this past week's D&D session. Basically, I have 5 takeaways.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Item of the first.
Ooh.
You remember the epic battle music that involved the freaking ice cream truck tune?
Yeah.
Yes.
That has been replaced.
Oh, my.
We actually called for epic battle music, and all of a sudden we hear a porn tune from Barry White being played on the web radio.
Let's get it on.
Oh, it's like, okay, then.
God. That reminds me. I was listening to our local morning radio show,
Oh, no.
and they were talking about men getting a vasectomy. This is not. I have a point here, and the doctor that the one caller had, he's like, you're awake through the process. So he's like, well, what song would you like to listen? Like, what kind of music would you like to listen to? And he's like, I don't know. And it was right when Prince had passed away. It's like, let's listen to some Prince music. So so the guy is using Pandora. So it's not like all Prince music. So meanwhile, while the doctor is holding the client's genitals, "Let's Get It On" comes on. And he starts laughing. It's like, I'll be honest with you, I've never had a man fondle my balls while "Let's Get It On" is playing.
This used to be a family show.
Oh, that's out the window there.
Right?
Anywho,
I'm just going to.
back to the funny farm here.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Let's get rolling before we
Yes.
get sidetracked here again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, tidbit fact: Storm Metal White Paw. He is the running DM that has to suffer through our episodes of chaotic madness. Item of the second. Here we go. We actually implemented a very interesting individual in this situation,
Mm-hmm.
and we called him Fart. Fart is short for Find and Remove Traps.
Uh-oh.
So we deployed Fart to do a sneak attack on an enemy by taking a weapon away. Well, he failed to take the weapon.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
So we said, you know what? Fuck it. Shit on him.
Shit on.
What? And let's just say it led over to Fart has failed to shit on the enemy because we have rolled a 1.
Oh,
Aww.
What did you roll for there?
to shit on the enemy.
I mean, like,
It epically failed.
Well versed in.
It was just a base roll of D20. That's it.
Aw.
I thought you would have had to roll strength.
And I think Storm's going to say what kind of attack that was, but constipation. That's right. Constitution attack. There you go.
It's how they clear the room.
Very carefully.
Oh my god.
Well, this third one has a story behind it.
Oh lord.
Well, we were in the woods about to go into this tower, and we were approached by some enemies, and we essentially slayed them and chopped them all up and such. Well, one of our guys decided to take the body parts and weaponize them.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
Why this?
it's psychological.
Ooh, what this?
So what we did here on the third item was forced cannibalism, enemy on enemy.
Oh. I don't know how to respond to any of this.
Oh no, it gets better.
Oh God! Yeah, Storm spoiled it.
Oh yeah. He went further on that one. Oh God.
Nothing
Oh,
is
God.
too dark for Gray.
Nope,
Oh, no.
nothing is
It's not
too.
too dark.
Everything is just gray.
Basically, we actually had a little running gag. I can't remember what led up to this particular saying being mentioned, but nothing pops in or pops out when commenting about goblin air quotes jerky in there.
No. No.
Oh no, it gets better.
No,
Do you know what this jerky is?
no.
Oh Lord.
It's part of the male anatomy
Oh no.
No.
with a bone tip.
Oh,
The tip.
A
Ooh.
bone tip on a bone tip. Arrow.
Why?
I hate Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we still
Never mind.
here?
Which leads to the fifth
Just
item.
suffer.
This leads to the fifth and final item of the list. Enemy dies from goblin dick and choking on con check.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god, no.
You could say death by
Death by snoo snoo.
Snoo snoo.
No.
I declare death by snoo snoo.
Yeah,
Why
our,
any of this?
My mind is
Oh,
willing,
hilarious.
but my body is weak and spongy.
our player is a half orc that did all this sort of thing. And as Storm has said, that was the ultimate dick move.
Quite literally.
Yes.
Dear God in heaven.
That's it for the list portion of the gray area.
Oh
You
God.
can all breathe a sigh of relief, and have a cold beer or whatever drink you have handy nearby.
Oh
I
God.
think I need some mouthwash after that.
to have coffee. Trying.
Oh, is this fat little quakey because they can't have their Irish coffee?
I'm getting really ticked off because it's coffee, and lack of coffee is a bad thing.
Now we're gonna go to the gray stuff, and it's a bit of a PSA
Pissy?
item. Mind you, this part of your thing, Blast and O only works in the U.S., but for your part of your individual countries, it's a little different.
What?
But here in the U.S., in the event you have a vehicle that's stuck on the railroad tracks, and it's in one of those automated railroad crossings, look for a blue placard, call the number, and give them the crossing number, and they'll actually stop a train that might be in that area heading that way. In the event your vehicle gets stuck on the tracks, look up any automated railroad crossing. You'll see that blue plate.
I've seen it.
I have two.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I believe Canada falls the same way. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that because it's a little different. The folks in the European countries, they may have a hotline over there. Not sure. Don't quote me. You may have to do a little bit of research on that one. But for us here in the U.S., if you have a vehicle that's stuck on the railroad tracks, just look for that blue placard, call the hotline for it, and then give them the crossing number.
Yep.
Quickly.
Well, that's good to know.
Definitely. Aside from that, I'm going to voice off of Storm here. Let's just say he's our DM, and he takes a lot of the abuse that we give him. and during and before the DMs the D&D session. So, yeah.
Oh God.
At one point, we actually had a goal of getting him drunk on Irish coffee before our sessions.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but the last time we actually had him drunk, he nearly got severely dehydrated. And now, mind you, we gave it to him in the summer, so it's basically, yeah, we might as well hold off until winter.
In the summertime.
Oh God. We hold off until the winter, and we'll give him some Irish coffee at that time.
I wish I could have mine.
Oh, the struggle is real.
Oh, it is.
First world problems.
I did look up how to fix it. The needle is clogged, so it needs to be descaled.
Paperclip.
Well, I tried. I used a paper clip just now, and I tried pushing it all the way up, and it did, but it's still not fixing it, so it's going to be a descaling.
No.
Sounds like it.
Thanks, Roxy.
I didn't do anything.
You're the one that uses it.
Bullshit, you do too.
Okay, well.
Don't worry, it's an easy fix.
Don't blame
And
it all
yes.
on me.
We call it nutmeg during the game. So
Nutmeg?
yes. Actually Storm actually put it best, so he might spawn his little statement here shortly.
He did.
Like,
Like-
yeah, got some nutmeg in this. I'm like, no, it's not nutmeg. Oh, that's some good shit then.
Oh
Yeah,
my
little
God.
inside joke.
Quite. It sounds like it. At least you guys, at least Storm seems like they have a grand old time when they come to see you guys.
Oh yeah, he was quite verbal about us being the best players that he's ever DM'd for.
Oh.
Aw,
what
that's
is-
awesome.
We've actually had to take care of a couple things before a session. We had to change our game time because of offline stuff's going on. So we had to move it back. So it's not a problem on our part. Because for the longest, we actually had half the people there towards the end of the session. Because the players actually had to work on Sunday. And when they get off, they pretty much arrive here at the Dark Outpost about midway through the game. So we're thinking, no, we're not going to do two different games. We're going to try to consolidate to one. So we pushed it all the way down to, I think, 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm thinking 4 o'clock was our start time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not terrible.
Originally we were starting off at 1 o'clock.
How long did you guys normally go for? Just curious.
It all depends on the game. Last night we played until about 9:30.
Whew!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What time did you
9:30.
start?
Actually, we started at 4 p.m. Yeah, we did start at 4 p.m. And it lasts about 5.5 hours.
Wow, that's a long game.
I'm honestly surprised.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm surprised.
we lost.
Yeah, fights do take forever. So
There we go.
Oh, we lost to Roxy for a second.
Yeah, my computer.
yeah, Apier's having a conniption fit with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I'm surprised Storm hasn't even tried guessing the theme tonight.
Not yet.
Give him time. Give him
He's
time.
contemplating.
Well, the sad part is this last session we were stuck with him, the DM, me, and about 2 others were playing throughout the entire thing. So poor Storm here had to play about 5 NPCs while DMing the entire thing.
Ooch.
Yeah, I felt sorry for him.
Storm says he has guessed.
Oh, no, it's not Minecraft. That's out there, though. But, okay, I can see that because the creepers and the hammers. No, it's not that.
Not yet.
Not
No.
bad.
But
That would be an
that's
interesting-
obscure. I like that.
I like that angle though.
That was a good angle. I like how you think. So everybody out there, it's not Minecraft.
Nope. Sorry.
Try again. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you're getting this. This is a good guess. I mean, I'll give him that. That's pretty good.
Our next song should probably clear.
Guide you in the right direction.
Oh yeah. Now, other than that, I'm open for our next session, which will be about I believe a month from now, we'll be able to get all parties involved and just keep cranking on.
We got to figure out a weekend when we can come down and like play, because I would like to get involved with it. It's just it all depends on scheduling and
Well,
plus
for us we're about level 5 across the board, if I remember correctly. Storm has all the details behind that one, but yeah, we definitely would definitely enjoy you two coming out to play some D&D with us.
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
need a review session. I don't understand all of it, so I would need help.
The last time I played D&D, it was with a bunch of people. I did a couple times, but it got interesting because the Devil's Lettuce was there. So
Which I know somebody who's got
that's why I didn't say pot.
somebody has
Yeah,
them baked into brownies right now, but
Huh?
they're not legal here in the U.S.
What about the brownies?
Somebody up north, far north, has some right now.
Are they gonna share?
They can't ship them here; they're illegal.
This is a family show.
But we're not going to talk about that because guess
Yeah,
what?
we're not going to worry about that.
What?
Guess what time it is, Fett?
It's 9:23.
We're halfway through our show.
Oh no!
Oh no! Ah!
And on that bombshell, that's the end of the gray area.
Yay!
And
Yay!
insert Top Gear music here.
Do 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 do.
That is not Top Gear music. But good try.
What? It's cool music. Do 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 do
No,
do do.
no,
That's almost the Tetris theme.
no, it's not. Don't. Ah!
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Coming
Roxy's being
back.
walked on by somebody.
Yes.
I think-
Fox.
Yeah, I think people are trying to sit on my head. Please don't sit on my head.
Yes, it's
I
very
can't believe
He's a
fragile.
much better target.
Oh.
Da 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 da.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
touch this.
Anyway, when we come back from our break, we have the good, the bad, and the furry, a countdown to Halloween, and our jaw-jacking segment. And no one has guessed our theme for the music, so keep.
Yes,
looking
they
for-
did. Somebody did.
Well,
but
no,
they
no one has
didn't.
guessed it correctly. So again, listen for our music theme, and yeah. You could win a 300L if you're in Second Life, or a nifty 2-volt or AFR decal. So stay tuned as we have more to come.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Yeah.
break.
I'm about to kill this fucking coffee machine.
Don't kill him.
And our guest is still standing on you.
Big Fox,
I
please get off of me. Wait, they can't hear me.
You need to send them a message. That'll do it, Greg.
No standing on the host.
This is the 5th time I've told the coffee machine to brew, and it's now going to just start filling up. Oh, should probably stop focusing the camera like that. We has a party going on in this room.
Very much so.
Yes. All we're missing is a keg.
Woo! Don't get started.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's getting worse.
Wait.
What do you mean it's getting worse?
Wait. Hold up a second. Check out Sheba's avatar.
What is it?
She's a pumpkin. She's a jack-o'-lantern with flying pickles.
Oh, Lord.
That is so cool.
That is amazing. Total prop, Sheebs.
We should just make Storm a guest on the show just to guess the damn theme.
Yes.
Like it's a game.
There you go.
Time. The whole fucking time, just give me a game.
Oh, that would be evil.
Or how's their music knowledge?
I believe they're quite decent.
Because we could play a music trivia game with them.
That's a thought.
I was thinking about doing that when we have callers and actually have contestants come in.
Well, here's also another thing for you. Storm's also wondering if y'all would want to do a guest session with him.
I know. It's like the fifth time you
Yes.
told me.
Yeah, I was wondering when we're going to do that.
Oh,
And we go silent.
yeah.
Come on. He's quite an interesting person.
I
trust
know.
me.
He's listening to us on. He can listen to us on.
I can't. Sorry if I'm not. He was said he'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to be on the show. So yeah, we'd love to have people come on the show.
Well, Strix,
Oh, yeah.
Strix, I believe we are advertising for. I can't remember. Oh wait, no. Strix wants to be. Well, we probably are, but I think Strix also wants to be a radio personality. So they would probably be able to get on our show because they go through the intern program,
This is true.
and then they can have their picture on the wall in the hall.
Oh, there you go.
I finally have a completed cup of coffee.
Took you how many tries?
6 tries.
I'm sorry.
Good gravy.
Oh, the other kids with the pumped up pixie.
I'm going through Facebook right now. Some of the furry pages are posting some interesting eye candy.
Oh boy,
Oh no, Gray.
recreational
Ah.
media.
No, eye candy.
Oh right.
It couldn't be recreational media because it's posted on Facebook.
I
Say what?
don't start. I've seen recreational media posts on Facebook.
That's because I have not been on those pages yet.
I haven't
What have I
either.
missed?
Asterisk.
Shaves, I'm definitely gonna need an old. If you can hear me, I'm pretty sure you can because you're on the live stream.
Okay, then.
Wait, are we back? Crap.
Yes.
That wasn't long. That wasn't long enough. And we're back with the Two Vixens and a Wolf Show. I was actually caught off guard by our little intro song because I'm like, wait, the song's over already? But I hope you guys have been paying attention because there is a theme for those who are just just tuning in or haven't been paying attention. There's a theme, and if you're on SL, there is a Linden Prize of 300L. If you are listening to us through like a sim in Second Life, you can contact me. Sarah Golem is my legacy name. I go by Svetlana Snowpaw, but Sarah Golem is my legacy name. It is spelled normal, SARAHGOLEM. You can submit your guess on what our theme is tonight, and we will give you a shout out and some Linden if you are on Second Life. If you're not, we'll give you a shout out and a nifty little decal that will mail to you.
Yes.
So, anyway, that being covered, we I guess we get to go into my segment,
Yes.
which is the good, the bad, and the furry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm trying to find my stories because I had.
Oh
them
no,
somewhere
did you
that
lose
I
them?
lost them.
Shame on you.
I found them. We're
You
good.
lost them the game the same way you lost the game.
Well, I mean, if I hadn't thought about it like 15, 30 minutes into the show, I wouldn't have had the stories up. I'd be scrambling now to go find them. But I has them. So, starting on with our good story, an artist invites refugees to transform their prison shelter into a bright community of color. Is it possible to transform a prison using only paint into a welcoming space? A creative team in Amsterdam proved it can be done brilliantly. Following the refugee crisis of the early decade, the Dutch nation was scrambling to find sustainable housing for the influx of migrants. Fortunately, with rapid decreasing rates in crime in the Netherlands, more and more prison buildings were closed down and available for reuse. I'm going to try my best to say this. Bill Merbajas, I'm sorry, prison closed. There was more than 600 weary refugees were given warm beds, meals, and shelter inside the facility until they were granted citizenship and acclimated to the society with jobs and housing of their own. But the sight was gloomy. I don't know. That sounds kind of like going to prison anyway. 3 hots and a cot.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they call it down here in North Kakalaki.
I hate when you say North Kakalaki.
I hate it when my father says it, but now it's stuck in my head. So, enter favela painting. You may remember this dynamic Dutch duo from the project they undertook at a slum in Rio back in 2013. I personally don't remember that, but they covered hundreds of shacks and shops on a hillside with a rainbow of neon colors, putting local youth to work, some of who had been drug dealers before learning new skill of painting. To brighten the former prison's dreary facades, the same artists from Favela Painting launched the Amsterdam project, in which they invited refugees themselves to learn how to paint the prison in geometric colors and designs. Not only did it liven up the concrete community, it also gave the migrants a chance to learn a new skill of designing and painting while fostering lasting friendships. So, there is pictures online if you look up that story. It's actually on Good News Network, but it's incredible what they've done. It's a lot of it looks kind of like a sunrise pattern on these 6 buildings in like a rainbow, going from the reds and pinks to blues to greens and yellows. And there's a video that goes with it, but since this is radio, I can't show it to you. But it's really pretty in the picture they show. What are your thoughts, guys?
I love the picture.
Yeah.
It's very, very colorful, and it makes me happy.
I think it's nice that they brightened up the community for these people, because living in an old prison would kind of freak me out a little bit. But it is shelter, so. Anyway, moving on, since everybody else seems to be quiet.
Okay, I've lost my microphone. Just took it a hit.
Oh, okay. I was saying
Anyways,
it's oddly quiet.
I love the idea that they're reusing old spaces for something new, and cleaning it up to where it's actually more comfortable for folks to stay there on a temporary basis while they get back on their feet in rather calming society.
Yeah, actually,
yes.
I can share that picture into our own little Discord chat so you can look at it.
There you go.
I've never really seen I guess in Amsterdam or the Netherlands, the prisons work different or look different or built differently. Mainly over here in the U.S., it's just a big rectangle of a building, or some kind of one structure thing for prisons. But it's kind of like a little town, it looks like.
It definitely looks like a little town there.
So, anyway, moving on. Going on to our bad story. A man removes ankle bracelet or ankle monitor on Facebook video, is immediately arrested. In Springfield, Missouri, a 33-year-old Missouri man was arrested after posting an instructional Facebook video about how to remove their ankle monitor. His ankle monitor, apparently, all it takes is a butter knife and a screwdriver. In the video, you see a man with his pant leg rolled up, sticking a butter knife in and out of the ankle monitor before he unscrews part of it. This is how you take off an ankle bracelet without breaking the circuit, says what appears to be Dustin W. Burns in the video. Earlier this year, court record shows that Burns pleaded guilty to violating a restraining order and was placed on probation, hence the ankle monitor. After police were made aware of the Facebook video, Burns was charged for tampering with electronic monitoring equipment, which is a felony.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
And I actually watched the video, and I mean, I guess it was ingenious, but the stupid part was him posting the freaking video.
This is what I call dumb criminals.
I love dumb criminal
Yes.
stories. It always makes me giggle. I mean, you could have easily, taken it off and put it on your dog, or put it on the dog's collar so you can unhook it and everything. So the dog's not, that'd be funny to put an ankle brace on a dog. That'd be terrible. I guess you couldn't take him for a walk. But anyway, I mean,
in the backyard.
he could have gotten away with it for a few months, but nope, posted on Facebook. Good job.
Dumbass.
And in his mugshot, he looks somewhat pleased with himself. Somewhat. He's like, that was stupid, but I did it. So,
Oh, God.
but Anyway, going on to our furry story. This article was posted 2 days ago on the Huffington Post. Was Tony the Tiger driven off Twitter by unbelievably horny furries?
Oh no!
Oh god, that story again?
Yeah, it came back around, and apparently a little over 2 years ago, people were delighted to discover that in the replies to every tweet from @RealTonyTiger, the official Tony the Tiger Twitter account, dozens of mascot mad furries could be found begging the serial tiger for sex.
No.
Oh, jeez.
These tended to be pleas written in grammarians, referred to as horny interpretive, @RealTonyTiger, @RealTonyTiger, fist me, Tony. I love you.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I know this shows a really bad light on a very small percentage of furries, but it
Ruins things as a whole for the rest of us.
It does, and anybody who's listening, if you were part of this, shame on you. I love Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger's awesome.
We know Tony wasn't a fan of his more adult-oriented followers. In 2016, he started blocking accounts for their lusty replies. When the furries revolted, the account made what seems to be the only acknowledgement it has ever made of Tony the Tiger's incredibly horny fan base. And the tweet, which was on January 27, 2016, is, "I'm all for showing your stripes, feathers, etc., but let's keep things great and family-friendly. If you could, Cubs could be watching."
Oh my god.
At some
wording there, Tony.
right.
Yeah.
It's terrible. At some point over the past few months, the real Tony Tiger account disappeared. That URL now only leads to an error message. If it weren't for all the outrageously horny replies and some uploaded fan-drawn art of Tony the Tiger's
Rule 34.
member,
No.
we'd have no proof he existed on Twitter after all. Did these aroused furries harass Tony the Tiger's Twitter account to death? An investigation was in order. And it says, what I've learned. As of May 6, 2018, Tony the Tiger was still tweeting as @RealTonyTheTiger, as evidenced by the Internet Archive Wayback Machine here. And then on September 22nd, there was no more page.
Aww.
But
They destroyed Tony the Tiger.
I'm sure some
Great.
I'm sure. Oh, thank you. Someone put that in there. But shame on you, people. That's not nice. Tony was there for our childhood, and look what you've done to them. So
I feel
anyway.
bad for him. I really do. I wish Tony the best.
Yeah, now you can only send messages to, I think, the Kellogg's Twitter page.
Oh wow.
Hey, Svet, did they, after Tony the Tiger went off the air proverbially, did anybody go after Chester Cheetah?
Oh God! I mean, who knows? Chester, I don't know. He may be on something, as like I always seen. So I don't know if he'd be up for it or not. So,
Dangerously cheesy.
I'll show you something dangerously cheesy.
Oh, no.
My pickup lines.
Oh.
So anyway, that's it for the good, the bad, and the furry this week.
Wow, that was kind of short.
It
That
was.
was really short.
I know. But
Wait, she said it.
who said it? Oh, I got it. But just let's make it a lesson to all you furries out there. Make good news about us in the news, please.
Or else.
Because, I rarely get furry news. I have to resort to our four-legged friends, so... Shiva agrees with me. I feel like Chester would go along with it, though. Probably. Yep. I mean, Chester would smoke a bowl and chill out.
Hell, he's a freaking cheesy snap.
He's just a cheetah. But Plus Chester, I always felt he was kind of like an old dude that never left the 70s.
Pretty much.
That's kind of like his personality to me. But yeah, you furries, go out there and make something of yourselves and make good news.
What about that cinnamon and apple commercial cereal? You know, the ones that talk about like the Jamaican cinnamon stick.
Yeah.
He's next.
Oh, he's next?
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe there's fan art of them using it on Tony. Oh, God. But anyway, that's horrible.
You okay?
So we got Squeaky Roxy.
Yes, we do.
Very
No,
sweet,
he is not a
Roxy.
snap. I feel like I killed it.
Nah, you're
Killed
good,
what?
you're good.
But
You didn't kill anything.
I may have.
You just stole my heart.
Oh, stop it.
You killed my
No,
hope.
he repossessed it.
But on that note, I think we'll go to break.
And then we'll come back.
And when we come back, we'll get into our countdown to Halloween.
Yeah!
And no one has gotten the theme yet. So, again, send in your guesses for a prize of 300 Linden or a vinyl decal. I am losing it tonight.
Yes, you are.
The
But
game.
Sounds like it.
Stop it.
Ah, you. Mm.
I already lost it earlier. I just didn't announce it, so I broke the rules. But yes, there
Oh,
is
God.
a theme. You can contact me on Second Life if you are at our Rabbit Valley studio. You can call it out, and we'll see it. If you're on our Facebook live stream, I apologize though. I've not been looking at it, but I probably should. And guess our theme. Or you can send me a direct message if you're not at our studio to Sarah Golem, which is my legacy name on Second Life. But again, when we come back, we have our countdown to Halloween and more stuff to come.
Yay!
So stay tuned.
This is my last resort.
No, goodness.
Leah, I had to reread your statement there for a second.
Oh,
For a moment there, I thought you said Chester Cheetah's vibrator.
Whoa!
Wow, my mind is foggy. Sorry, Leah.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Lord. Shame on you. Shame on you, Gray.
I died inside.
Oh,
I can't wait till I'm excited for our jaw jacking. Well, both our countdown to Halloween and jaw jacking
hey,
session.
Roxy, I feel like I think I caught your disease from last show.
What?
You'll see.
It's okay.
But anyway,
I'm gonna have a donut hole.
I'll give you some. I can make
Gonna
your
do
donut.
What in your hole?
I
A
can make-
donut.
Have you ever had a cream-filled donut hole?
Would you like one?
Oh, nah, you bitch! You stole my line.
Would you like a Tampa donut?
A Tampa donut?
Mm-hmm.
What's a Tampa donut? I'm afraid. Go ahead.
Imagine this a jelly-filled donut
Okay.
with raspberry filling.
I've had one of those.
Overstuffed with raspberry filling. It's like coming out.
Official raspberry flavoring from
Oh,
Glands
no.
and Beaver assholes.
Oh no, it gets worse. Imagine a string hanging out of that hole.
Oh!
Mm,
Oh, God.
thanks. You just ruined me. Just ruined me.
That's
Just-
gross.
Why do you guys ruin me? Why do you do this to me?
I'm just gonna get.
This is Halloween. This is.
I'm gonna get. No, not weapons.
Not weapons. Tony,
No,
no, not
Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Oh lords.
Eh.
What was I gonna say? I'm just gonna get Roxy a raspberry filled donut and put a string in it.
Ew, no.
Knowing you.
No, just no.
Hello, Dominic. I'm from Boulder, Colorado. Welcome.
No.
Sweet. Oh God.
What?
Motel 6 had bugs.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheba,
Oh my
you're
God,
a good bug.
I am reminded of a comedian that made mock names for a lot of the hotels.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And we're back with the Two Vixens and a Wolf show. We were just talking about Motel 6 having bugs.
Yeah.
Not Sheba. Sheba's a good bug.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, it reminded me of a comedian that gave a rather colorful nickname for all those hotels that he's been to. The one being the Motel 6, he calls it the Motel 7.5. You know, a Motel 6 with a paint job.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
You got
Zing.
the dead roof.
Dead roof, yep.
Mm-hmm. The Stilton.
Stilton.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Day Sin.
Dayson.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And there's another place I can't remember right off the bat. What are some of the hotel names that a lot of conventions are being held at?
Marriott.
The Scariot.
The Scariot, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what other one?
I can't think of anyone. Going off on a tangent there, I saw one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen. Was apparently a Super 8 motel was being leveled.
The Super 8.
The Super 8. So it was being leveled, I guess, to rebuild because it may have just been it may have been just cheaper to rebuild than to update, and which is pretty bad. But they left the sign up, and they had the letters how many the ones that usually say like free HBO or vacancy or whatever. Like the people go up on ladders and change, and the sign said there was a spider, but we took care of it.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, in the background of the picture is just the rubble of the old building.
The word.
Which is
Dude.
the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Or I don't know if this sign was real, but it was at a Chinese restaurant. It's like, we don't know where your cat is. Special on General Tso's chicken. It's perfect.
That might be
Photoshopped?
Line racy there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my God. Just
What?
Lord.
What?
You guys are going to kill me.
Death is not authorized.
Oh, Saber was talking. We literally had roaches, I guess, at a Hilton. From what I'm gathering from the chat and
Oh.
I said I didn't even go around Kage because he's a roach. I'll tell you what, that was one of my favorite shows we did was with Kage.
Oh my God.
We
we were on the floor. I was on the floor.
My favorite show. Well, no, I can't say my favorite show. I love all of our guests.
Yes, we love all our guests.
We'll always
I've
hold
been watching everybody.
we'll always hold a special place in my heart. Is our first guest to the Ranting Griffin.
Which we got to get a hold of him again.
Yes, we do.
Because guess what? It's been snowing in Denver.
I want to go.
So, I know he is probably freezing his little.
Which we all need to save up and just just take a cheap flight from Frontier to Colorado and go hang out with him.
Just call him up and
yeah.
just go.
Because
Hey!
he said to us we can hang out forever in the area, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like go out to dinner and such.
Oh my God! I think I'd be laughing my ass off.
Hell yeah! I think it'd be cool to go to Colorado for
Svet, your messages are going nuts on.
With you.
Pull them down.
Oh,
we can
what
see
do
them on the
got?
screen.
What do we got? What do I have my message? Oh,
Your SL
nearby
message.
chat.
Oh,
You're
Don't worry
being
about it.
propositioned.
Again?
But
next contestant.
We've been invited to hang out with the Ranting Griffin.
We've been invited to hang out with Kage.
Oh yeah, do a wine stream with Kage.
We've been
That's
invited to hang out with actually one of Daphne. We've been invited to hang out with who is now one of our AFR staff members, KLEO.
Well, we've hung out with her before.
Yeah, but we get to hang out with her
But
more.
Those who are watching our Facebook stream, we have, I think, everybody we've had always wanted to hang out with us. So we have two. We have Kyle Hicks for Furry Takeover. We have Daphne Colepaw from New Brunswick, Canada, and the Furry Moms. So they want to meet us if we can ever get a con
lined
schedule
up
together.
Yeah, I know they really really wanted to meet us like in a couple weeks, and I was like, because they keep asking how like they shoot me a message every once in a while asking how life is, and I'm like, busy. They're like, we know the feeling.
Yeah,
we have kids.
Yeah, you guys hear from them all the time. I'm essentially not hearing jack squat on my end out in the dark out.
They mainly ping our Facebook page, like the two moms. They'll like a lot of our stuff.
I don't even hear from them, but
they ping our
Oh yeah, they do comment and share and like our stuff on Two Vixens and a Wolf page
on
Facebook, which those listening should like it so you can catch our show and know when it's coming on. And if we have any special announcements, like an impromptu show, which we sometimes do if there's room in the schedule and we're feeling up to it, which is what we call Two-Vol Raw, because we don't have any plan. We're just kind of dicking around on the radio.
And we get drunk when we do it.
And we usually get drunk for it, so it's kind of a fun gig to do it late at night.
Twill, I want to answer Twill real quick. We talked to KLEO earlier today. We haven't spoke to her tonight. I believe
she's in
training. She's in her training.
Learning how to run the broadcasting system and learning how to run her own show. So you guys can tune in sometime in the future.
She's not in there anymore.
What?
She's not in training anymore, so she's probably
listening. So listening. But no, she will have her own show. It will be posted on the All4Media or all4radio.com schedule. And you should be able to listen to her anytime when she gets her show up and running. It's supposed to be a medical advice show.
Ooh, I like that.
It's pretty neat. Maybe she should play some songs that talk about, I don't know.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes.
But like, some associated things but ironically, because that's most songs are, you can play Like a Surgeon by Weird Al.
Oh God.
She'll be broadcasting soon and have her own show, her own talk show, and we're so proud of her because she went from guest to went from best friend, Sammy, best friend, fine,
Gabby's out of it.
to guest to intern, and will now have her own show. So we're so proud of her. Good job, girl.
Yes. And guess what?
And Roxy will have her partial
this week, hopefully.
No, KLEO is not a doctor. She is. I feel so bad if I'm gonna get it wrong, but she was a CNA, and now she went to school and upgraded to a practitioner.
I think it's like a nurse practitioner, specifically pediatrics.
She's looking for a job in there, but she is qualified to do so. But good job, girl. We're so proud of you.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
But guess what, guys? Guess what?
What?
We only have 17 more days till Halloween.
Good. I want it to be over.
Actually, wait a minute. Wait. Let me take that back. I think we're actually a little bit closer to Halloween than I think. Sorry, my time. Halloween and Christmas are getting kind of confused. Excuse me. We have 16 days till Halloween. 16 days, everyone. Which we have no idea what we're doing for Halloween. But I figured that we've talked about monsters. We talked about ghosts last week. There's a thing we normally associate with Halloween, but they do exist. They're not a supernatural entity that does not exist. They do exist. Ghosts do exist too. But I figured we should talk about witches. There are good ones out there. Yes, there are good ones.
Oh yeah.
They're
And
the witches that aren't bitches.
Exactly.
Oh, that reminds me of a shirt that's on T-Turtle, but go ahead.
Yes, I know. It's a foxy witch. I want that
yes,
one.
I do want that.
But, Gray, I figured this would be a lovely topic to bring up because, of course, Mr. Gray,
Yeah.
you are very familiar with Wicca and the kind of Wicca. Well, it's Wiccan. Wicca is technically Wiccan
Sure.
is if
Are you sure you're not a Wiccan?
Wiccan is if you are. I'm gonna say this probably wrong.
It's a broad area that I've learned, but the thing is, I'm not fully versed in what is all involved because I'm trying to figure out
culture.
Yeah,
That's what I meant, Wicca culture. But if you're a part of that culture, you're Wiccan.
Are you sure?
essentially.
That's the technical term.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Technical term.
Mhm.
Saying technical term, take it how you will. That's what they say is the technical term.
But yeah, just give an idea of my position in my situation, and this is just from my perspective, my angle. This does not reflect the views of Tuva, nor All for Radio, nor All for Media, or all involved. I've escaped Christianity because of obvious reasons, and I wanted to go follow something that sounded right to me, felt right to me, and well, essentially, I felt like I need to go back to my port of origin.
There you go.
That's what I'm trying to follow.
I would continue on to that, but I'm not going to go ahead and break our rules because
we're not gonna
I
do
will
that.
fall into that damn rabbit hole, and I'm just going to keep fucking going.
Well, me being a teacher, I know how to keep myself
And I'm not saying
quote
I'm
unquote
against anything.
segregated.
I'm just holding my opinion back.
But I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about witches, witchcraft, Wicca, because there is a lot of people think, oh, witches, spooky, mean people. No, they're not. They're actually wonderful people.
Roxy.
Yeah.
Turn it down.
Sorry, I'm a little hyper. The sugar's finally kicked in.
I'm not going to name
Finally?
any names, but we are close with a Wicca.
Yes.
A Wicca.
Yes, we are.
We are.
Yes. But
I'm not gonna mention names because I prefer to let them keep their privacy.
yes, we will not bring up anybody's
Don't need
names.
no witch hunt.
Yes. No, we're not going back to the.
Dad.
No,
Although
we are not going to
we
do.
live in a Salem, not
No, we are
Anyway,
not
moving on.
associated with the whole witch trials.
Moving
But the cool thing about, and I've actually met several people who are a part of the quote, they call it the Wicca religion. That's technical term. Sorry, going off of technical term, technicality. But they're great people. And a lot of them are great healers. And I've met people just by meeting them on the street, when I worked at the bookstore. And they actually sat down and explained a little bit to me. And I was like, well, me being the curious little person I am, I do a lot of research. And the cool thing is, I didn't know this, that the word Wicca actually means wise one, which means that is somebody who is very knowledgeable. It has nothing to do with...
What's the religion for wise ass?
Shut up.
Wise ass.
Wisest? We could say wisest.
No.
Ass.
Yeah, just ass.
Just ass.
Just ass. Just ass.
But ass is good.
But
Bye.
that... And it's kind of crazy that we talk about witches at Halloween because a lot of people... I hate to say it, that the entertainment world has kind of shed a bad light on it. So a lot of people get those misconceptions. And of course, we had the whole history of the quote unquote, we'll mention it briefly, the Salem witch trials, which we won't get into that because guess what? Everybody learned about that in history class.
I didn't.
Really? You
I'm
didn't?
just fucking with you.
But because of that, there's a huge controversy that still goes on to this day. And no, if you are Wiccan, I will tell you right now, no, they do not carry brooms nowadays.
I mean, unless they're a janitor.
You're mean.
That you need a freaking gib slap.
Can I give slap
I
them?
thought you were going to say ball gag, but I was going to say,
Can I do it?
Okay, that'll work too. Do it.
No, no.
Your
The
perfect
whole
face.
thing about the broom, because a lot of people are like, oh, do they actually fly? No, earlier days they did carry brooms, but it was not for flying. It was to cleanse the area to bring before you did a healing ritual, which, you know what? That's a good practice anyway. Take the broom, sweep up all the mess so you have a nice clean room to do what you need.
Off the countertops.
So along with that, which no offense, if you have a lot of black cats, a lot of people think, oh, that's too.
Cat.
Yeah, we got a ton of them in our house. We have a ton of black cats in our house, but that's because we're rescuing. Yeah, we love our cat.
Although, he's not all black. He has 4 white hairs, which are really cute. 3. My dad decided to pluck the hairs all off of him. It's like, now he's all black, and he grew them back. And I'm like, good for you. And I'm like, don't ever let him do that to you again.
But a lot of people associate witches and black cats, which they quote unquote said that that's to help them carry out their black magic and we're their supernatural counterparts. And no, they're actually not true. There's little truth behind that. But that's just because of superstition. That's part of the folklore. The cats are actually kind of like any old cats that you have in your house. They are wonderful beings that can sense things that we can't. So they are wonderful, pretty much quote-unquote watchdogs. So I love my cats. I love our cats here. So they help me.
You know what's funny?
What?
Speaking of Fritz, he has this...
Stop breaking in!
I can't. But no, it's so...
Stop breaking in!
Well, no, it's so funny because... he's developed a habit because he's an indoor-outdoor cat. And when we open the door, he leaps out of the door because he's been caught in the door too many times. Because when people let him out, they'll sometimes catch him with the door. And so he's learned where he launches his back feet up higher, and he looks ridiculous doing that. But we let him out through the garage today, and there was something new. It was a bag full of cans. And he took a little bit longer to get out because he was sizing up how far he had to jump over the cans to keep going.
Lord.
He's an idiot. I love him, but he's a moron.
If you say that the cats are like watchdogs, does that make them sea lions?
Oh.
Sea lions?
Oh, my
really?
Lord.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
That's a stretch. I'll let it go, but that was a
That's
stretch.
bad.
If you own a black cat, see it this way: you have a miniature portable panther.
Yes, you have a house panther.
Fritz thinks, I swear to God, my cat walks like a panther. Like he is the shit. He is the cat's meow. He's the bee's knees, people. He's like, don't fuck with me. He's just adorable.
Oh yeah.
And well, kind of coming back to this, I will say this: a lot of people, and I hate to say this, and I think it's just because of the culture and all the superstitions and everything, that everybody relates witches to being primarily female. That is a no. So scratch that off your list. No. If you're a part of the Wicca religion, sorry, using technical term, air quotes, religion, quote unquote, we're putting it that way. I hate technicality terms. I hate it. This is actual research. This is actually what it says. It's not that. You have a huge community, male, female, any gender. Yay! We're all here. We're all friends.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you wouldn't know unless they tell you, like, hey. And there's different versions of it, which I like that. They have what they call the traditionalists, who are very, very traditional. They go back to the old rituals, the old context. Then you have what they call the second generation, which changes the practices, and it kind of broke from the original traditionalists, but there's still a lot of like regular traditions going on, which I find it fascinating just because of like the context of it in literature and how people have all these misconceptions. It's like annoying me. Because now it's become, especially with Halloween, you will see all these little kids or adults dressed up with these spiral hats and these crooked noses or hooked nose and look ugly, and they're carrying a cauldron or they're stirring a cauldron, and that's not what it's about. I mean, for the kids, I'll at least admit this. The kids, it's cute. Because they're innocent. Because they play on the whole idea of, oh, this is fantasy. But being adult, you've got the ones that, especially when we get into costumes, the older, I hate to say it, my generation, they overly sexualize the idea of a witch. And I'm like, that's not exactly what they were going for. There was a movement where they had a following of a high, quote, what they say, attendance of women, but this was also during the women's movement in the late 70s, early 80s.
I was going to say,
yay, go women, we love you. I'm a woman too.
I was going to say, Halloween is the only time it's socially acceptable to dress up like a slut in public.
Yeah, and the thing is, they always do
Pretty
it,
much.
and that's not fair.
You should be able to dress up like a slut anytime.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not that comfortable.
Well, how you just worded that, it just seemed like that's
I'm
how
not
you went.
that comfortable.
But anyway,
Well, Svet, you have the stripper clothing to wear every year, so
it's not fucking stripper clothing.
Oh, I like what Sheebs said. Sheebs, I'm not going to say that on air, just for safekeeping. But had a good question. Is there a difference between a witch and Wicca? That is a very good question, and I am actually having to pull that up because my research for that window decided to close.
No.
Yeah, decided to close. It's like, gee, thanks. So according to what they're saying, according to the actual context of the differences between Wicca, Wiccan, witch, Wicca, there are some differences. Wicca is the religion, quote unquote, whereas witchcraft is the practice. So that's where it changes up. So big difference there. Wicca versus Wiccan, there is differences there because you have Wiccan and then you have what they call, and it sucks that it's under this umbrella term of paganism, because I'm like, hey, I'm just telling you what the research says. Kind of like when you look at autism and that stuff, there's this huge umbrella and everything's kind of under it. That's pretty much where that falls. And it sucks. Because, there's different ones. If you look at different cultures, you look at how this works, it's like, well, I might be this much, but then I'm not doing this. So does that mean I count in this? Kind of like I'm a teacher, but I'm in this huge umbrella of, am I a college instructor or I'm a professor? Like, where do I fit in this huge retrospective? So there are a lot of offshoots. I do agree with you, Sheebs. Yeah, there are many offshoots and things, and there's a lot to cover under it. But I will say, it brings a lot to me. Like, it's fascinating because it's something, being somebody from the outside, you look in, you're like, ooh, this is fascinating. There's not just one thing with Wicca or Wiccan or witches or witchcraft. It's so many different things. And I'm not going to name anybody who's a part of the community because I do not want to talk. I don't want to oust them. That's me being nice but
respectful of their privacy.
Yes, I am respecting. That's putting it in light. Yeah, there you go, Gray. Respecting their privacy. But the history does.
Confidentiality.
It does fascinate me, especially with the history, because it all starts under one quote unquote branch, starting back hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And then we break off into what we now know today as Wicca.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a witch, awesome. We totally love you. Don't feel like you have to hide. And I've actually met witches. I will talk about this one person because she's probably not listening. I actually met her when I was growing up. And she actually is a very good healer. But if you pissed her off, you might as well just run. Don't insult anybody. That's just bad juju. But this lovely lady, I will not reveal her name, is from the North Carolina mountains in a very small community, has her own shop, sells herbs, a lot of herbal remedies, helped out my grandfather a great deal. But I went into her shop one day, and I didn't know, but everybody, as a kid, I mean, I'm like 7, they warned me like, oh, you're about to go into the witch's store. I'm like, what? First off, my head, little 7, 8-year-old, witches aren't real. 7-year-old, innocent. We don't punish.
But it's not the witches, that's shown on, like, in pop culture.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have hocus pocus witches.
Yeah. So, for me...
Double toil and trouble.
Yeah, we're not even going into freaking Macbeth. Not those guys.
I got you to say it.
So what? I can talk about that all the day.
Use the tale of a what was it called? A newt. You know what? Just go ahead and use the whole newt.
It's Eye of Newt, though.
Newt. Just go ahead and use the
newt.
But this wonderful let me finish my story. This wonderful lady, I went into her shop. Like I said, I'm 7, 8 years old. Don't know any better. I'm innocent. I'm the innocent. And I go in, and I've got the neighborhood kids are just kind of looking at me like, huh? She's going in there. She's nuts. And the reason I went in there was because my grandfather had sent me down the road. This is a small town. And he was grabbing lunch. He said, go down to the shop and pick these up from her. I was like, okay. So I go down there. Super sweet Southern lady. Didn't know until I was much older that she practiced witchcraft, and she was very into herbal remedies and healing. But I saw what she did for my grandfather. I'm like, honey, you are awesome. But super sweet, treated me like nobody, like just a normal kid.
Treated like nobody?
Well, sorry, treated me like a normal person. Nobody would ever know. But what was always cool, the reason I found out that she was a part of the craft was that during Halloween, she loves Halloween. She decorates her entire shop for Halloween because they open up downtown. They close off everything, open up downtown for the evening, and they give out candy to all the trick-or-treaters. And she decorates her shop for Halloween, and she dresses up as the quote-unquote pop culture witch. And everybody just thinks she is a darling.
That reminds me of something, Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking, since we're coming up to Halloween, people are trick-or-treating. We're getting a bit old for it. Sorry about that. But you are getting your new partial, I guess. I guess we're completing a partial for you. Would you like to take the Mustang out and do possibly like a trunk-or-treating thing and you dress up?
Sure, but we would have to find out where.
Yeah, we had to find out where.
And we couldn't really do it at the church.
Why not?
Because it has to be, well, I'll tell you after the show. I'll tell you when on break.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I'd have to tell you after the show.
Mm-hmm.
But having met her, and then I've met people as I've gotten older, and knowing that she still has her shop, but she doesn't do a lot of stuff like she used to because pretty much what she says is she's retired because she had another job. She's retired, and she just runs her shop on the weekends, but she still does Halloween. And lovely woman. I wish her all the best. I think God bless her, she's in her, I will admit her age, she's in her late 60s.
That isn't too old nowadays.
Well, when I met her, she was like 50, like late 40s.
Right.
So.
Oh, our broadcaster Snep is going to bed.
Aww. Night night. Get some rest. And
Red
please,
chicken.
please tune in to Leah's show. Leah does have a show on Fridays.
Yeah, it's called Leah Listens.
It is from 4 to 6 SL time.
Is it?
I believe it's 4 to 6 SL
Okay,
time.
well, the schedule is on the
All for Radio
website.
Yes. But
Seems like I'll be putting out like a full schedule.
yeah, I think that's coming up. But I just wanted to kind of hear what you guys had to say, even though I just kind of talked a long time about the history of witches, Wicca, a long history, kind of briefed down because there's certain things I didn't want to bring up because they are not shown in the greatest light, and I hate that. But Gray, we know that you know a lot. You know a great deal more than I know. And Svet, we know personally some witches and individuals who are a part of Wicca. Svet,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
nothing.
What are you doing? What did you just get off of my computer screen?
Oh, what are you looking up?
Get off of my computer
I see a
screen.
letter and 3 numbers. That everybody knows.
Svet, change it.
I did. But anyway,
You're mean.
I know.
You're mean.
Well, it was annoying me. I was seeing a gray screen.
There wasn't a gray screen.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was gray this whole time.
It's still gray on my end.
Aw.
Still on mine too.
Damn you all.
Well, anyway.
But, Svet,
Why?
answer my question.
What's your question?
Kind of like the deal with furries. Like, we're kind of, I hate to say it, outcasted.
Yeah, but we are coming more and more into pop culture.
Yeah, but do you feel that in today's society that Wicca, witches, Wiccans are more welcomed?
Depends where you're from. I would probably imagine that in the South it's still not as, accepted because especially being where we live in the Bible Belt, so they're all Bible thumpers here. Although there's places like Asheville, which are Portland, Oregon, and San Francisco, and New York City, all the places that accept weird.
Well, I mean, even if you think about it, Sheep's brought up a great point. There's more places here in our area that are starting to really welcome them.
Go on. You need to stop.
Stop, Poppy. Yeah, he's scratching his collars on. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the shaky shakes.
The shaky shake.
I got the shaky shakes.
That's why we're just gonna remove the collar
At night, so we can sleep at night.
Yep.
But I wanted to just kind of bring that up that they're welcomed. They're welcomed more now than they were years and years ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because we're a part of a new generation who welcomes and abides by the whole love everyone.
Yeah.
And I stick by my guns with that. But I believe, Svet, it is time for our last break before we transition to...
a couple breaks.
Well, we got our last break because we only have 40 minutes left.
Well, it depends on how we go. But again, there is still a theme out there that has not been guessed with our music. I feel like our next song may be a bit helpful to those who are trying to guess it. Our normal winner, well, not normal winner, but normal player has left for the night, so there's still a chance. I really hope you guys get it because I really thought hard about this theme. I'm the one that picked it out, by the way.
Yeah, where me and Greg got last week.
Yes.
Yep.
So
we're pure evil.
Don't make this awkward for me and have to play the Price is Right failure horn.
Well, it's not.
I got it covered.
Oh, but anyway, guess our theme. and win some Linden or a fancy little AFR or 2-vol or both decal. You can put on your tablet, your laptop, your car, something.
Yeah.
And
Forehead.
if you guys haven't already updated your Android phone with the new AFR app, go ahead and download it, as they've been working very hard to make it a lot more user friendly and have a few more options and easier to close, because that was the last problem I had, is that when you closed it, it didn't shut off the music. So again, we still have more to talk about, so stay tuned as we are in our last 30 minutes of our show.
Yay!
Yay.
There we go.
Oh my god, if you don't have a pole dancing Deadpool on your page, here you go.
What the hell?
Look, turn around, it's adorable! It's a chibi Deadpool!
Did you guys realize I just noticed something?
What?
What?
We've been sitting in the conference room the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh.
You told me to go there.
We might want to move down.
Brief.
Do we want to go down?
Nah, don't worry about it.
We've been here the whole time.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we also need to keep in mind we got to get into pre-brief a little earlier than
Yeah. Well, like today was kind of cutting it short.
I have some
really short.
I have some stories that kind of relate to Hurricane Michael, if you want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
Fill in some time.
Well, we can mention that before we go into our Halloween costume
I have a funny one.
segment.
Well, not funny, but it's not Hurricane Michael, but it pertains to issues we've been having. So I have go ahead.
I'm still amazed at the Halloween outfits that people are wearing for the month.
Well, we're actually going to talk about that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Like, I made that a point that we were going to bring that up.
Here is a teaser for what we have coming up next. It has an image posted on our
Oh my
Discord.
god.
A shock face. Oh my god.
Seth, you want to split the donut hole with me? Or I could just have it all to myself.
I think you should have it all to yourself.
Really, sweetie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All to myself, stuff it in real good.
Oh my god! I should just get you a garlic knot.
I love garlic knots.
I know you like. I just know you like knots in general.
You like knots too.
I mean, it's a fox.
You like knots too.
It's a fox.
Yeah.
Until you get a lupine knot in you.
Oh boy.
This is a family
A
show.
draft type.
It's also 10:30.
So, real quick, guys, what did you think of the discussion?
That had me a little on edge for a bit.
Well, that's why I did because as a teacher, that's why I go technical terms. This is not what I believe. This is what is stated, quote unquote.
You were skating on that fine line of our policy.
I know, but I was really wanting to talk about it because I wanted to put it out there that do not fear these people, do not fear these individuals because they are human beings.
Hey, Thammy.
Because a lot of people like that whole skepticism, and I wanted to break that barrier of the skepticism. And that's the main reason I want to talk about it tonight. Because I was like, I've been watching a lot of the old kind of movies, and it's upset me. I'm like, wow. The one that only really made me feel like kind of pushed me is the movie, and it's based on the book Practical Magic, which is about hey, stop throwing shit at my screen.
I just ninja starred her with a
Let her tongue out that hole for once, okay?
No, I ninja started with like a little you've seen Hostess snowballs, like little cardboard square that they give you. I just ninja started a screen with it.
Meanie.
No, Sammy, I think I'm gonna upgrade your setup there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found one on Marketplace. You should take a look at it once I find it. I will find it. It is right here. Copy image. And check Discord right now.
No, you check Discord.
No.
Oh no, that's epic, actually.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
We'll have to remove the keyboard because I don't think we'll need it.
Okay. Well, what I was saying, Ray, is the film Practical Magic, which is based on the book, and it shows witches in a brighter light and shows them as healers, and that's where.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are very. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is anybody talking on the live stream? Nope, not really. Shame on you people.
Nah. I don't think that it's a in general. A lot of people don't want to talk about a lot of things, so just one of those.
Yeah, we don't want to really
things
talk
to
about religion. We don't want to really talk about any kind of religion up here.
Well, that was the one time I had to bring up
Nope.
religion.
That's it. It's the only time you get it because I'm not letting that happen again.
Mm-mm.
It's not like our numbers fell, but it didn't. But still, this is why I avoid it because it's something that it's not. Some people talk about it, and some people don't.
Controversial.
Well, it's not that. It's just that we don't get any talk about it. We have Sheba, which thank you Sheba for contributing.
Yes.
I was playing an interesting song by Eminem, which I haven't heard in forever until when I looked it up today.
Well, it's a good thing that you're listening to it then.
Well, I know. I have like a soft
You have a soft spot for Eminem.
I have a soft spot for different things that I don't normally like. Like I don't like rap, but I'll listen to Eminem. I don't like Hondas, but I like the S2000. I don't like.
Here's how I view rap. Angry to violently imposed poetry.
No, see, I like music, just like my candy. Once you throw away the rappers, you can enjoy it.
I got candy.
Oh my god. So anyway, we're back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back with more Two Vixens and a Wolf show.
Put your pants.
We were just discussing that I have a sweet spot for certain things, usually things I don't typically like. Like the last song we just played, which was Stan by Eminem. I'm not a huge rap fan, but I do enjoy certain songs, Eminem, or some artists as well.
You have an Eminem crush.
Eminem, I grew up on.
You got a hard on for Eminem. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. No, the person Stan in that song has a hard on for Eminem, quite literally. But there are a few. I don't own any albums, but I take that back. I think I did buy a vinyl of Encore at some point. I think the Hex has it, bitch. So anyway, but there's like certain things like I'm a car person. I don't like Hondas, but I like S2000. There's like I like certain things and stuff I usually don't like. So anyway,
You stumped people now.
I know.
You have sorely stumped people.
Oh, the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Oh,
it's too bad.
Well,
Is the theme depression?
No,
close. Close. It's very close. The next song, I'm going to try to play one more song, so that you could possibly get it.
Nope.
Maybe. Because I'm going to have to delete one song apparently, but we will get to it. I hope somebody gets it. But anyway. As I was talking about earlier, I don't know if I mentioned on air if it was on break. I do have a story we can talk about real quick since we just had Hurricane Michael come through the East Coast, second storm to recently hit the East Coast. So a lot of people have been dealing with power outages. Surprisingly enough, this storm, which moved a lot faster, seemed to have more power issues than Florence, which moved at like 3 miles per hour, it felt like. But anyway, speaking of having power knocked out, a squirrel knocks out power for about 2,300 residents in New Jersey.
Oh God.
Fried squirrel.
This was today. A New Jersey utility company said an outage that knocked out electricity service for 2,296 customers was caused by an unlucky squirrel. Jersey Central Power and Lights had 2,296 customers lose power Sunday afternoon after a power line came down in Hackettstown. The company said the line was felled by a squirrel that came in contact with the power lines and was electrocuted. The squirrel did not survive.
Yeah, I kind of figured not.
Right. Power was restored in early afternoon Sunday. About 4,500 PG and E electricity customers in California lost power in September when a bear climbed a utility pole and touched the high voltage equipment.
Oh no.
Yeah. I guess you could say he bared it all.
Oh, the poor baby.
Where's my song? I'm gonna lose it.
My poor dear.
The game.
No, the poor thing.
I had the CSI thing lined up, but
Of course you did.
use it. But
Only you. Only you.
I bet you that squirrel drove a lot of people nuts.
Ha ha.
But anyway, yeah, I get to play my CSI theme now.
Now you do.
We had 2 more attempts, and I believe they have failed.
Theme is sadness. Theme is murder. You're close on the murder. It's a little deeper than that. Where to go to hear the music? Yeah, you have to go on All For Media or allforradio.com. Either one works. I just realized we has a naked person in our studio, and that should not be on Facebook. Although boobs are allowed. I didn't see any extra bits, but I just caught it on my screen.
Yeah, it's like, turn the camera away. Turn the camera away. No.
But for those,
gotta love it.
For those who haven't heard the music, we've had "I Can't Decide" by the Scissor Sisters. We've had Last Resort.
That was not me.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Stop at the keyboard.
It's not me. Seriously, I haven't touched my keyboard.
So we had "I Can't Decide." We had
something taken care of.
Oh, well,
gotcha.
So we have "I Can't Decide" by the Scissor Sisters. "Last Resort" by Papa Roach. We had "The Creep," which was supposed to be by Radiohead, but I found the wrong version. What else did we have playing? We had "Maxwell's Silver Hammer" by the Beatles, and "Pumped Up Kicks" by Foster the People. So, yeah. Sammy. You type so loud.
Yes.
But anyway, so going on. No, Strix, not suicide.
Yeah, no.
Pumped Up Kicks does not talk about suicide. I'm trying to give you guys hints. I really am.
Can I just say
No!
it?
And "I Can't Decide" does not talk about suicide. And no, I has one more song to play if they want to use it.
Aw.
But anyway, we were talking about we were going to talk about costumes since we're getting close to Halloween.
Yes. A lot of us are. If you have a fursuit, yay! It's time to brush them off. Get that dust off of them.
You should have already had it brushed down. It's been con season throughout the whole year.
Yeah, but this is like the best time to like pull it out because you can go out and nobody will bother you.
She said it.
What?
Pull it out.
Shut up! Screw you both. Screw you both.
Okay.
But you know what I mean. It's like you get to go out in your fursuit that you've probably spent thousands of dollars on, and you can actually wear it and nobody is going to even question you, which is nice.
Oh, we has another guess. Mental disorders, bad mental health. So close.
But let's get back to the whole costume thing. Cool thing about like costumes is we get to dress up and be whoever we want to be, or we can do things that
Thank you, Greg.
we wouldn't normally do. And the crazy thing is, over the years, it seems like people think the costumes have gotten just more eccentric. Yes, I will admit they have gotten more eccentric, scarier. That depends on what time period you're looking at. I saw this floating around Facebook actually this week, and actually found it again today. A good friend of ours posted costume ideas from the early 1920s and 30s.
I have
Those things are
creepy. That is the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah.
Hey, we has a guest from Chase.
And
it's gonna have to go to the judges here.
what does Chase say?
Insanity.
Ooh, that is narrow.
Oh God!
We'll take a break at some point before the show, and we're gonna discuss to see if that is correct.
Yeah,
Close,
that's
people.
just.
We're close.
Sheba also put going crazy.
Who said going crazy? Oh,
Sheba.
Going crazy. Oh, we're gonna have multiple winners here.
Don't say anything. Can we get back to the costumes?
Let's go to the costumes.
Okay. So back to the costumes. Kind of going off of what I was saying in the previous discussion, we've seen how a lot of characters, creatures, people have been kind of hit this stereotype, and they've become these costumes. And sometimes it's okay as kids that they're innocent because, one, kids don't know any better. They're cute. They're innocent. We keep it happy. But when we start getting to the adults, it seems like it's over-sexualized. And then aside from the over-sexualization, you get the whole like idea of, oh, this is supposed to be overly gory. This is supposed to be so realistic that it scares you. Yeah, no. We don't need that out in the world. We want to keep it happy.
Have you heard?
Harmless fun. That's all we ask for.
Well, have you heard that some towns are, or some places are banning kids over the age of 12 from trick or treating?
Oh yeah.
That's fucked up. I was trick or treating up till a couple of years ago, and I'm 26.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a job and I can afford free candy, but I'm a child at heart.
Yeah, you are.
Afford free candy.
I can afford to buy my own candy.
I was about to say, afford free candy. You just divided by 0 there, Svet.
So I will say right now, and you're gonna think this is crazy. I want to ask you, put this up there. How much do you think the sales are for Halloween, just based on like?
Oh, it's a multi-million-dollar
Operation.
operation. Yeah.
Well,
especially if you have Spirit. Being
Spirit Halloween.
Being set up in abandoned shops and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, go up.
So let's say $10 million a year.
Go up.
40.
50.
You're gonna think this is crazy. The projection for this year. This is good. Now, last year, over 179 million Americans celebrated Halloween. Total money spent. This is not looking specifically at costumes, but everything. A record of 99.1 billion.
Oh my God, people!
Good Lord.
The projection this year is still going to be about $9 billion, and it is crazy how people do spend that much.
You know why it costs that much?
Why?
Because the freaking. Have you looked at a costume lately? You know how much they cost?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Well, the most expensive part of Halloween is the costumes.
Yeah.
Just around 70% of Americans will spend probably about $3.2 billion on them this year.
Ugh.
Yep. Hey, just a jump side note here. We got 2 guesses. One would be psychological breakdown, and the other being schizophrenia.
I saw that. You know what? I want to take it.
But Chase.
I think I want to accept that answer.
Which one?
You think you don't? Well, we may have multiple winners here, but the first one was psychological breakdown.
Yeah.
Let me check the timestamp.
Yes, let's get that.
We're good there.
Yeah.
Because a Chase guessed insanity.
Well, she would just put loss of insanity.
Well,
loss of insanity. Okay. Okay.
Loss of sanity.
That was posted first, and then schizophrenia, and then loss of sanity.
Okay. Well, we had Chase. I think before. I wish they showed me the timestamp. I feel like it was before they said going crazy or schizophrenia, or he said insanity. Does anybody want to give insanity?
Can we talk about this at our break?
Okay.
In like a few minutes.
We're gonna have to go. We have to go to the judges for this.
Okay, but with Halloween costumes, I do like this. I mean, instead of because I actually know this because I know a couple parents who are doing this because costumes have become so expensive. I mean, good Lord, a child's costume. I was walking through Walmart the other day. A child's costume was like $25 for a kid. I'm like, good God. I remember when I was a kid, my mother made most of my costumes except for one because she couldn't do it. Sadly, it was when I was Belle. She couldn't make that one. That was hard. But it didn't cost my mama that much.
Those prefab kit deals?
Well, when I was Belle, all it was the dress and the gloves. And that's it. But I mean, I think my mom paid like $10 for it back then. Mm-hmm. Which that's nothing now. But I mean, it's crazy. Like, pulling up right here, I've got Spirit Halloween in front of me right now. For a woman, so for me, a woman's costume, right now they've got a sale going on because they're always doing sales because guess what? Halloween's in a couple weeks. If I pull up, say, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, $50, and all it comes with, which is ridiculous,
the dress.
Comes with the dress, the wig, and the petticoat. Does not come with the gloves, the makeup, or the shoes.
Screw that.
And it's not even a decent Sally costume. Like, I could make something better. And that's what a lot of parents are doing because some of these characters that the kids want to dress up as, the costumes are made really cheaply, and they cost an astronomical amount. That the parents and the kids are actually teaming up and making their own costumes, which I think is awesome. It's going back to that old tradition of actually making costumes.
Well, not a lot of people can afford these costumes. You're going to have to make them because the last thing you want is a kid that's upset because they can't dress up to go get candy.
Mm-hmm. And these prefab costumes are made of Chinesium, so
right,
they're probably made anyways.
Yeah,
this is why you kids better be thankful if you have people who are parents who are cosplayers. I mean, they are very handy, or fursuiters. That's the lucky ones, right?
Oh
there.
yeah, but so like for this year, I am dressing up, even though I will admit I am technically too old to go trick-or-treating. I don't go trick-or-treating. I just dress up for the fun of it because I love dressing up. And I will be dressing up. I actually teach on Halloween, which is awesome. So I will be doing that actually on Halloween. I will be dressing up, going to my morning lectures in full Renaissance garb.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to wear my quote-unquote partial for safety reasons due to school policy. I won't be able to, but I can wear it that night when I get home.
Right.
But I'm showing up to my meetings at work dressed up, and I don't care if my other faculty look at me like I'm crazy. It's like, look, this is the one time a year that it is socially acceptable for me to be who I want to be.
Telling you should go with foot paws and your tail and your hand paws, and wear your purple ears.
You know what? I might just do that.
Go Foxy.
Do it.
You know what? I'll do that.
You know what? If they say you're a furry, you can tell them you can kiss my furry ass.
Yeah.
Or I could say, you know what? You know what?
If they
Hell.
give you shit for it, tell them you get to kiss your tail.
Well, you know what? Hell with it. We're doing
Anyway.
compare and contrast essays that day, so they can kiss my little ass.
So anyway, I think we're gonna go to break, and I think since
The peanut gallery's got a
the
mingle.
guesses they're tight. I mean, it's not the exact wording, so we're gonna have to talk about it. I mean, it's tight. We're having to look at timestamps. We're having to look at which one's the closest to the themes, wording. But yeah, when we come back, we will reveal the winner. If nobody gets it while we're at break. So we have one more song. So listen carefully.
Okay. We clear?
Yeah, we're clear.
Okay. Scritz said they were guessing insanity. Sheba's still saying losing your grip on reality. Chase is saying insanity.
The one that I thought was the closest was schizophrenia, and the one before it, which bad mental health.
I say insanity.
Insanity. So you want to give it to?
I think insanity fits it.
Okay. Well,
do the game over.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna say game over, and then we're gonna announce the winner.
Yeah.
Would Metallica Battery be a fitting song for the theme? Not. Never heard it.
Just do me a favor. I know you're broadcasting on Facebook too. PM me the name, and once I see the name, I'll set off the game over soundbite.
The name
Of who won?
Winner.
Oh, I haven't.
Everybody's going 10 out of 10. I'm confused.
I want to see if anybody gets the exact wording, but I think insanity is gonna be. Well, who said it was schizophrenia or insanity said first? Because schizophrenia was close.
I gotta go back and look at the time. Bad mental health was at 36. Chase was at
Bad
37.
mental health is pretty damn good.
But schizophrenia was
Do
after.
it that way.
I'm thinking, hold on. Who said bad mental health? Strix.
Strix,
And
and
Orm
then.
said schizophrenia.
But it was after what Chase said.
So should I go ahead and set off the soundbite?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have this. I have a soundbite. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I got soundbite for in game.
Oh, I have a soundbite for in.
Tell me when you trigger it off, okay?
All right.
Oh my God, they're still going at it. Sheaves is still trying to get the.
Well, we have a delay, so I'm gonna give maybe 30 seconds after we come back. Leaning towards RHPS. Anybody in
Horror Picture Show?
Oh no! Although it does sound Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I picked. I Hate Mondays by the Boomtown Rats.
Oh, there you go.
Which is definitely fitting for the song because it's very happy, but it's a very dark theme.
So, have you found the winner yet?
I think I had to. I think I might have, as long as no one else guesses the exact.
As soon as I sound off the soundbite, it'll leave a note on the game that the game is over. Then anything that's posted after that will be null and void.
Oh yeah, I've already distributed the money. Oh wait, I don't. Well, if it's
just tell me when.
I'll let you know. When my voice cue will give it off for sure. No, not homicidal people from transsexual Transylvania.
Even though that is an awesome effing song.
Losing control.
From transsexual Transylvania.
That's kind of, I don't know, going insane is also.
I think right now it's pretty much based off of the freaking
All right, we're back. I'll see if I got it here. I'm gonna give a delay so they can have a chance still. Oh, and we're back, and It's been a tough time trying to pick a winner here because your guesses are all so close.
Dangerously close.
Dangerously cheesy.
We're literally we're still, the jury is still out.
I'm giving you guys a delay so you guys can get past the song because I know you're on a delay. Yeah, a lot of synonyms. She was saying there's a lot of people basically just reword the same guess just to kind of get it. I'm just going through our old chat logs here and just seeing.
Yeah, this is pretty bad when we have to go back.
I've never had this hard of a time picking a winner because
Yeah.
I like schizophrenia because that's stupidly close. And that was, I don't know when that was said. That's 1938 versus, of course, Second Life. Not Second Life. Facebook's a pain in the ass and doesn't give me timestamps. Where is Mental Breakdown on Psychosis by Strix. No. Again, your synonyms. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to get two winners here. One in game and one out game. So
we're going to lock down the game. In game.
Wait, we got one more comment. Losing grip on reality. We already got that answer before. So yeah, this is the final call. Hammer, going, gone. We have So we have two winners. We have. Just want to make sure. I'm going to give it to Orim Katsu in game for the guess of schizophrenia, and because Facebook does not like to give me timestamps until after I end the video, Chase Morrison
Yay!
where the hell did it go? I knew it was a good one because I liked it. Let's see, Insanity. So.
Because the actual, can we tell them the quote unquote real name of what the theme was?
Let me go for it because
it was yours.
It is mine.
Yep.
The theme was Thoughts of a Madman. Because you have Pumped Up Kicks and I Don't Like Mondays, which share a very similar theme of, unfortunately, a very sad reality of shooting up places of business or education. You have Stan from Eminem, which talks about a fan who is overly obsessed with Eminem and is sinking deeper and deeper into madness. You have I Can't Decide by the Scissor Sisters, who is someone who has already fell into madness and is contemplating on whether or not to kill their friend, and is telling them, "Don't cry because you'll probably go to heaven,"
which is still creepy.
Is creepy. You also have "Creep" by Radiohead, which wasn't sung by, wasn't performed by Radiohead, but the topic is still there of someone who is just kind of stalking their target, which is another step of insanity and a person who's mad. Depending on where you go with that, what your definition is. And I want to say, what other song did we have? We also had Last Resort by Papa Roach, which is someone who is on the brink of losing it. And Maxwell Silverhammer, again, someone who has already lost it and has gone on a killing spree. So, you guys, Orim and Chase Morrison, I want to congratulate you for getting our theme for the night. Orim, you will be receiving at least your 100 back from that you gave me, and Roxy, you can pay them as well for 200L.
Yes, I will.
So congratulations, you won your money back, Orim, from me. But yes, the Thoughts of a Madman. Sorry for stumping most of you, but it wouldn't be a contest if I didn't make it hard.
Quite
So,
literally.
I mean, I don't know. Ever since what Silverfang,
Yeah.
or I can't. They
Storm Metal.
Storm Metal has ruined me after guessing a theme in 2 songs, which I thought was so cleverly hidden.
Very, like,
I was
it pissed
so
them
freaking
off.
pissed.
It was beyond pissed off.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Should have played Crazy Train.
But that would have gave it away.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna play Psycho by Puddle of Mud, but
Crazy Train was more about the state of society, not the state of a person in general.
right. But I was gonna play Psycho by Puddle of Mud, but I figured I wouldn't give it away too easy. Also, we ran out of time with our music because I had an Arsonist Lullaby by Hoser. Also good song, so check it out. But yeah, we had a winner. I didn't want to play I did download the Price is Right failure horn. Like, whoop.
EPIC fan.
Yes.
That's what I used on the Game Over soundbite.
Oh, or I'm saying let it ride with the next show. So I don't know what he's wanting to do. But
They're trying to give their part to the other winner.
I can't. They don't have a second life.
Sadly,
Ooh.
they do not have a second life right now. We are
But don't
working.
worry. Once they do get a second life, they will get the Sammy treatment, and we will build them a character because they are such a loyal fan. Who
Quite
keeps
literally.
putting up
Let
reads.
Sammy look after the money.
Yes. So, yeah, thank you guys for participating in the contest. I'm so glad we had a lot more guesses this time. And it looks,
Jesus, look at the time.
Oh my
we
God.
are a minute and 15 seconds away from the end of our show. Thank you guys who joined us in our studio and listened to us. It was wonderful. Thank you for kind of breaking in our brand new studio. We're glad to have made it more accommodating for a bigger audience. Thank you guys out there who is listening, and also those who are watching our Facebook stream, and those who can't join us on Second Life and whatnot. And thank you guys for your input. This has been fun as we are counting down to Halloween. Just so you guys know, as a reminder, on Thursday?
Yes,
We have
Thursday, Army of Darkness.
I'm gonna say 8 p.m. Because I have work until 7, so lame. And then I got to go find the movie and then queue it all up for everybody.
Yeah, I know, sadly.
AFR has a new updated app. So if you have the old one with the blue AFR icon, it is no longer being updated. That you can throw away on your Android device, and you can put in a brand new the All for Radio app, which is a red icon with black background. It works a lot better.
It does.
Tons better, actually.
Yes. So thank you guys for joining us for another episode of The Two Vixens and a Wolf.
Yeah.
And we hope you guys have a safe evening. And thank you guys for starting your week off right with Tuva. Yes.
Easy break,
Yes.
everybody.
Take it easy, and we'll see you next time on Mondays at 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Whoop whoop.
Beware the poltergeist.
Oh no!
Ah!
Goodbye, everybody. All right. Who dropped?
Sammy.
Oh, Sammy had to go because he had to take care of something that's very pertinent.
Oh, okay.
And very important.
We understand.
So, yee.
Do we like the wreaths?
I think it's a little too early, but sure.
But they're
don't see
fall.
the wreaths.
The wreaths are fall.
Oh, there you go.
Chase, before you go, when we meet up, you will get your decals.
Yes.
Unless you want us to mail them to you. But we still haven't gotten a Tuva decal. We will get that figured out.
Soonly.
Yes.
I'm still blown away at the turnout in the studio.
Oh my god.
I was thrilled with the turnout
Oh,
of
yeah.
our studio. And those who are complimenting it it warms my heart because we worked so hard on it this weekend.
Well, Gray and Seth worked hard on it. I watched.
I said we because it's a team effort.
I watched.
We also had our furniture supplied by Dusty, who is on what day? I can't remember. I feel so
believe
bad.
it's on Thursdays with Dusty Records.
Yes, Dusty Records Thursdays. Because it's during our movie night. So I think I can't remember what time. I'm so sorry, people, but awesome show to listen to on All for Radio. We also have for our little soda machines out here, little vending machines out here that were supplied by Twiz Cabot, who is our technical Cabot, which is a cat and rabbit mix. For those who don't know what a Cabot is, they're so super sweet. And again, between them and Gray and the owner of Rabbit Valley, we could not have done this. And the whole upgrade of the studio has kind of been a thing in talks for about a month now. So thank you guys for support, for the positive feedback and hanging out with us.
Hell yeah.
We really appreciate it. And we do our best to keep things fresh and accommodating for those who enjoy us. So thank you guys. I think I'm going to end the live stream for Facebook. But again, thank you for joining us. If you listen to the whole show, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, we love you. Again, have a good night. Sleep well. And thank you for starting your night off, or not your night off, but your week off, right, with Tuval. Have a good night.
Take it easy, everybody.